Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another installment in the Game Masters series right here on the GDQ Hotfix. Game Masters, of course, the series that showcases expertise in video games and all sorts of things like high score challenges or just general artistry and know-how in the games that we see here and focus on this show. And today, we've got a space theme for you because not only are we starting off with Super Mario Galaxy by Ghost T, but we're also going to be closing with a run of the brand new Star Wars Jedi Survivor in the any percent category. It's going to be awesome. Before we get into that, everybody, Frame Fatales, it's Games Done Quicks, Games Done Quicks, all women online speedrunning community, and the upcoming event, Flame Fatale, will run from August 13th to the 20th, and the schedule will be released on July 6th. So head on over to gamesdonequick.com/framefatales for more information. Also, if you missed out on any of the runs from SGDQ 2023 or our Juneteenth celebration, be sure to check out the VODs channel over on youtube.com/gamesdonequick. I am here and joined by the runner for Super Mario Galaxy, Ghost T. Ghost, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Thank you so much, Fan. I'm super happy to be on here. I'm doing great. I'm super excited to show off some more Galaxy. A lot of people who have watched GDQ before have only seen any percent, so this is going to be a lot of levels shown. Additionally, with the one-up locations, this is going to be really impressive. So hopefully everyone is on the edge of their seats in chat and is excited for this run.
I'm on the edge of my seat and we haven't even started the run yet because I'm just super excited to find out where all these one-ups are. But Ghost, you have like not just Galaxy, but you've got quite a bit of experience in pretty much all of the 3D Mario games. Like one of the few people that does the 540, which is, for those of you who don't know, it's like the any percent version of like the 602. All the 3D Mario games from Super Mario 64 all the way through Super Mario Odyssey, the current release. And I just wonder, how do you do it? How is this possible?
I started speedrunning in 2018 with Super Mario Odyssey Any Percent. I was very new to speedrunning at the time. I was around only 14 years old. Wow. So I was doing a lot of SMO back then, and I've been improving at SMO a lot more. So Super Mario Odyssey is like a game that I've been running for like 3 years until 2021. But I took a break because I never really enjoyed the game, which kind of sucked because my PB currently in Super Mario Odyssey Any Percent is a 1:00:59, which is like a minute off sub-hour, and it's considered really, really good.
Yeah, that's an awesome time. That crushes mine. I got like a 1:17.
Yeah, thank you. So with Super Mario Odyssey, that kind of brung me into the Mario community overall because I used to only run SMO at the time, but I actually had some friends from the Galaxy community, most notably Hardcore Gaming, Mr. Cloud Kirby, Toogs, JCar03, Pods, SR, and yeah, so they pulled me into the Galaxy community. So I started running Galaxy in 2021 around December, and it was actually a great time. I was improving at Galaxy really quickly, and so because of that, I wanted to start improving in Multi Mario. So during my senior year of high school, we actually had the opportunity to do a fundraiser for our senior year project. So I was taking leadership studies.
Awesome.
So we were trying to practice leadership through charity, through community. So my project for the school project was the Multi Mario 540. So I was doing the 540 and raising money for my friend Hex Speedruns is a children's hospital near so basically the John Hopkins Children's Hospital in Baltimore, Maryland. It was a great experience. I really loved it. So because of that event, I've started taking the Mario game seriously. So I've been improving at Mario Galaxy 2, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario 64, Super Mario 3D Worlds, and whatnot.
That's super
at the time,
awesome.
I really wasn't a top runner, but with how fastly I've been improving in Galaxy recently, like I have a 221 in any percent Luigi. I have a 308 in any percent for Super Mario Galaxy 2. I have a sub 140 time in Super Mario 3D World any percent. I have a sub 130 time in Super Mario Sunshine. I nearly have sub hour in Odyssey, as I mentioned earlier. I have sub hour in 64. So because with the last year and how fast I've been improving in Multi Mario, especially those games, which that was probably the one reason that I felt like really motivated and really inspired me to do Mario. Like my original thought process is, hey, I already run one game, why not run all of them?
Why
So
not just run all of the games? That's so good. I
yeah.
love
So
it.
being in the Multi Mario community has really like brought me a lot of stuff, a lot of opportunities, experiences, and I'm quite thankful for that. So yeah, I'm really happy to be a 540 runner,
Awesome.
Multi Mario runner.
Yeah, I can't imagine the amount of practice that took to get there. And there's one more question I wanted to ask you before we get into the run.
Obviously.
As everybody's getting in, getting settled. And that, of course, is so you have a history with swimming from a pretty young age. And we were talking before this, and Ghost, like, how did swimming lead you to the path of speedrunning and eventually being here on Game Masters today?
So swimming was something that brought me a lot of joy when I was very young. So I started swimming competitively when I was 9 years old. Been doing it for my entirety of high school. But before swimming, I already knew a lot about the timing and like splitting information about like times and whatnot. So I think swimming, learning how to swim and improve it as an individual in that sport kind of brought me to speedrunning because naturally I'm inclined to improving myself, focusing on myself, trying to go as fast as I can, and additionally beating everyone I can possibly beat at the like with the knowledge that I currently have. So it kind of reminds me of speedrunning in a bit with how my mindset has shaped me to be where I am. So swimming definitely has led me to the path of speedrunning with the mindset and additionally the tools and resources for how uh similar they both are. But yeah,
That's super interesting, and your efforts have definitely not gone unnoticed because I think you currently have the world record in the all unique one ups category here. So
yes,
so we're going to be showcasing one of the best or the best at this specific category here as we transition over to the gameplay screen here. But before we start the run, I do have someone else here with me, none other than Pods themselves, who will be assisting us on the commentary side of things, help explain the action that is happening. So, hello, Pods.
Hello.
And Ghost, I know we've talked for a little bit. Are you ready?
I am 100% ready. Let's do this.
All right, go ahead and give us a countdown. You know what, Pause, why don't you give us the countdown?
All right, sure. All right, we'll go from...
really quickly, I want to do an introduction before I start this category, but is that okay?
Sure. Go ahead. Give us what you got.
Oh, yeah, but okay. What's up, guys? My name's Ghost. If you guys didn't know from the interview, I'm a multi-Mario speedrunner. I play a lot of Galaxy, a lot of Odyssey, a lot of Mario games, and today I'm going to be showing off all unique one-ups. So the main goal of this game is to collect this category is to collect every one-up in a variety of levels. So we're going to be collecting a total of, be prepared, 166 one-ups. And the word unique comes from the fact that these one-ups are not collected like repeatedly. So like if you're collecting one-up like 166 times, it's not like that. So there are 166 obtainable one-ups in this game. And yeah, it's gonna be very exciting. So before I start, I'm gonna actually pretty quickly explain the movement because I don't think I'll have enough time because we go by this category very fast. You might notice I actually have a 2P cursor on my screen I'm actually using a second controller. If you guys can see on my webcam, I have Velcro in here and then a hairband
That's awesome.
for stabilization. The 2P allows me to do an extra jump like that, and also shoot out star bits and collect star bits to help assist me. We don't need to worry about the star bits, but the jumps are what we need to worry about. So we're gonna do a 2P jump. You just need to do a homing ground pound and a jump, and you can do it in all sorts of ways. You can do a grounded 2P jump. You can do a double jump 2P jump, long jump 2P jump, and whatnot. And so now that I'm getting ready, I'll have Pods introduce himself. He's my commentator, really base. So hello, Pods.
Hello.
Quickly introduce yourself.
All right, so hi, I'm Pods. I was a former Multi-Mario runner, and yeah, I'm just here to commentate Ghost this evening with Galaxy.
Yeah. That's all I have for now, but I will be doing a countdown soon. I think I have everything ready. So yeah, I'll count us down. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this.
Good luck. Have
All
fun.
right.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you, thank you. So we're gonna start off with Loop-de-Loop because this is the hardest level in all 1-ups because of how this level obtains the 1-up. So we're gonna be using the Manta Ray, which is this little guy. We're gonna be collecting 5 1-ups in this level. All these 1-ups are pretty difficult. I'll have Pods explain that we're gonna do a loop skip. So Pods, you can explain that.
Okay,
'cause I think you
so
might know what
real
I'm talking
quick,
about.
there's a loop at the end of this track. You'll see this about like 35, 40 seconds in, like that loop in the distance. There's a skip for it where you can like completely skip the outer gravity zone, like the outer like gravity of it. So it's like you're just gonna see Ghost like go through it. It's kind of hard to explain.
It's a very
but-
different setup compared to what you do in a 120 run, but it has the same amount of time save. So
Yeah.
if I get it, it will be really cool, I guess.
Yeah, so what Ghost is going to do is you go to the left and jump out and hopefully get this one up, and yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Yeah, I was really scared for that. But yeah, we're starting off with the trials because these are all incredibly difficult levels. So yeah, hopefully I get through them. So we're coming up to the second hardest level, which is Bubble Blast. We're going to be doing a lot of skips. We have to use a bubble, and Pods again can explain like the skips we're going to do. So
Yeah, so
focus.
Bubble Blast, there is a bunch of skips like very closely together. I was actually someone who tried like optimizing this. I tried taking a look at this and tried like discovering some strats. So what Ghost is going to be doing here, he's going to be collecting these star chips. This one is like, you may notice he's going to be jumping from like 5 different sections, like every now and again. Like this one, he's going to be using these fire bars. Oh, no. Oh, that is something I've not seen, but that also works. That's actually
That's the alternative way.
That's-
A lot more consistent for me, I
That's
guess.
cool. That's a cool way to do it. Nifty.
Yeah, but we can essentially just skip, like we can just ground pound into these electric fences, jump, and skip have a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. This
We have one more. Hopefully we get this.
one here I actually found. I was like, hey, you can
Unfortunately,
hate to see it. Hate to see it.
I'll actually. Okay.
Yeah, this skip is kind of. There's like multiple skips here. There's like 3 or 4 of them, and getting all of them first try in a run is really hard. And if you make one mistake, it's basically back to the start, really punishing. You lose all of your progress. And yeah, it's kind of. This is like. The trials are like notorious for levels because they have there's like very little to no checkpoints within the entire level. But yeah, all of this is going to be done through the use of motion controls. basically, like, what Ghost is going to be doing is he's going to be trying to point the Wiimote in a certain spot, which can help blow the bubble with Luigi in order to traverse this level.
You know, Gus, I had a random question for you from chat, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so that's how the skip should look like. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it first try.
Ghost, 1 sec.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, so we
down.
have a question from chat, and that is, what is your favorite swim stroke?
I'm a butterfly guy, contrary to popular belief. I know it's like the most tiring stroke, but I used to be really good at the stroke in high school. It was like, I used to be really excited to do it as well, so yeah. Also, we're almost done with Bubble Blast. Those skips are like the hardest level, the hardest part of the trick, but probably we got at least, I got to show it off, so yeah. They're really difficult, so that's why we tend to start off with them, but yeah.
Also, you may notice Ghost is like leaving the level here. Basically, you do not need to collect the star after you completed the get all 1-ups. This is from a full file, by the way. Basically, what Ghost is doing is he is going to like collect all the 1-ups in the level and then just leave the level immediately just to go back.
Yeah, so we actually have a very interesting strat for the beginning. I'm gonna skip this cutscene, and I'm gonna try my best to get starbits here. And shoot that small Goomba. So that he doesn't get in my way. So, there's a lot that's going on at the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Alright, but yeah, Rolling Gizmo, there's only 3 1-ups in this level, but it's still a very difficult level. So, coming up to our second 1-up, right over there. If I had a better cycle, I would probably take that a lot more riskier. Almost died. Scary. But yeah, this last 1-up can be annoying a little bit. So we have to do a very precise jump to get this. Hopefully I get it first try, or at least really quickly, because I don't want to be stuck here for a good time. It would be really bad.
Also, just to clarify, because I know someone is probably going to be mentioning it in chat sometime soon, all 1-ups are we're specifically going to be collecting all 1-up mushrooms. Like, you may have noticed Ghost get like a 1-up from Starbits here, 50 Starbits. We're not counting collecting 50 Starbits as a... Actually, do you like do it once or?
No, we do not. Only these 1-up mushrooms.
That makes sense.
Anyways, here's another technique that we'll see another time in the run. It's called fast flying. If you press A in a rhythmic like pattern, you get to fly a lot faster than how you do normally.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just gonna get it. We're just gonna do that to this 1-up.
We're mostly just
slow, but
we're actually going to be going into the garden here, which you never usually see garden stuff in like marathons. It's like any percent is the only like category that gets shown in marathons. We don't really see 120 a lot, so it's really nice to get to see some of these levels for a change.
Kushi.
So yeah.
I imagine there's just like so much unique tech to this category. Like, obviously we're going to be seeing some more of the games. No doubt, like 120 star specific stuff. But
we actually start off with Dreadnought 2 because it's definitely one of the hardest levels in Garden for me, at least. With the skips.
Yeah.
So decided to get this out of the way.
There are multiple like really hard skips in this incoming. This one right here. Just a note.
Yes. Okay, let's go.
Nice. That skip can be a bit tricky to get down, but we're doing. Do you do the full Dreadnought 2 skip, or do you do like auto scroller skip? Oh, yeah.
And you can just skip that entire section like that. And we can actually do a quick tubey jump here.
Nope. Yeah.
And do that, and that's Dreadnought 2.
That's-
Really good, really actually
Nice.
And we're
Oh, sorry.
yeah, so Dreadnought 3, we have 5 1-ups. This is the first time we're actually gonna have Hungry Luma 1-ups. So we count those in the run, and we actually have a small skip pods explain the thing.
All right, Dreadnought free skip. This skip is, contrary to popular belief, not free.
Don't curse me, pods.
Hopefully.
Aw, you cursed me. Oh no.
I mean,
Will be it for sure.
Okay,
try.
good.
Nice.
Yep, that's good.
I've
But
never.
yeah, you can actually,
sorry.
that side flip is very interesting because you side flip while spinning, which is a very interesting mechanic. Shout outs to username is password for finding that. Very cool find.
Username has been like really developing the category, like maybe not this category, but username is password. There's a lot of like SMG TASes. Username Purple Sun, Mike, Xander, Toods, to name a few. Toods,
Yeah, shout out to the task community.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
huge shout out to the TAS community. They all do tons of amazing work. Purple Sun is actually working on a Galaxy 2 Greens task right now as we speak, and is in the middle of Will 5.
Yeah, it's a good thing you mentioned that because Jay did a Green Stars run for the hotfix a good bit ago. So yeah, if you like that run, there's a task coming out, so be excited. Also, I attempted to do a strat where you long jump and then throw the shell, but apparently I could not get it because not because I was in a bad spot, but yeah. Okay, so this is the last one up we'll get. It's a Hungry Luma. We need 30 star bits, and really closely I actually got these 30 star bits.
Very nice.
So yeah, very good.
So you said 166 1-ups total. I know there's like multiple like unique of these Hungry Lumas that can offer you things. Do you recall off the top of your head how many of those are there in the run?
That's actually a good question. Around 30, I guess, if I had to guess. But it's probably a lot more. But here we're coming up to Matter Splatter Galaxy. This also has another really cool this has 2 auto-scroller skips. So I'll actually try my best to get this one. It's a little difficult, but we'll try and manage.
Also, I just double checked. Luma Lee, apparently they actually have an official name of just Luma Lee. They show up 5 times. So you'll see them in Balrog, Ghostly, Airship
But yeah,
Armada,
that's,
Dreadnought, and Melting Molten.
But yeah, that's the first skip. Looks a lot harder. Than it actually is.
Yeah, definitely.
The 2B jump is pretty like lenient as long as you land on the ground at the right time. But yeah.
But yeah, we have a pretty big auto scroller right here.
Yeah, so really quickly during the run, we're gonna be exiting Garden in like 20 minutes approximately from now, but Garden is probably the hardest dome. So we're gonna be. We usually start off with that. Routing in this category actually doesn't matter unless you're trying to route out the engine room, which is what we'll be visiting after this. So I think I'll take some time to explain about unobtainable 1-ups. So there's only one unobtainable 1-up in this game. Called from the Snowcap Galaxy, which is the Hungry Luma star on the observatory. Really quickly, I'll explain that after I do this. This is the second auto-scroller skip.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, that was really close. But there's one unobtainable 1-up in this game that actually affects the routing process, which is snowcap. So yeah, we can get these 2 1-ups with we can actually get this last 1-up with a very precise 2P jump like such. And yeah, that's Matter Splatter.
Yeah,
very good as well.
Yeah, you normally need the spring for that, but who needs it, am I right? Spring is
Obviously.
just not good. We don't talk about the spring, even though we just ignore the fact that we just used it for like the past like 2 minutes.
Yes.
Who needs?
Also, okay, so this is Molten Galaxy, the first Galaxy I think that is pretty difficult. We're gonna be skipping having to do this casually by going on the volcano.
Whoa.
And just getting to I'm sorry. So this 1-up strat is very interesting. Hopefully I get it, but it is a pretty precise 1-up strategy. So I could appreciate if I could get some silence, I'd appreciate it. Okay, that was really scary, but I got it. That 1-up is pretty annoying because that pulsar is off screen, so you'd have to wait for a bit to try and get it, which is what makes that very annoying. But you can actually skip that sling star I just pointed to with my cursor, like this. Yeah. I'm actually gonna take this to be safe.
Oh yeah, I should also like give a bit more like context on some of the stuff that like Ghost just mentioned. 2P jumps, like you can do like a 2-player jump if you like press A with 5 frames, I believe. Is it 5? 6. 6 frames from the ground pound, I believe, something like that. It's
so essentially, as long you have 6 frames to initiate the home and ground pound.
yeah.
And then the 2P jump itself is pretty lenient. Like you have a second of leniency with the 2P jump. Just make sure your home and ground pound is like within that 6 frame window, which actually isn't hard because we say it like 6 frames. We make it sound like it's frame perfect, but it's not difficult.
6 frames
That's just
is like
Molten 1.
essentially. It's like what
It's infinite time, yeah. It's just infinite. Yeah.
It's a lot of time, yeah. Like a billion years.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I think that math checks out.
Yeah, I would say so.
So Molten 2, we're actually gonna do some skips. This isn't a very skip heavy level, unfortunately, but there's some cool strats we can do. So there's a cycle we're gonna be trying to make on the next planet. It's a very interesting planet. We're actually gonna be skipping it, going around the planet by doing a really easy 2P jump. This used to be very annoying with 1P, but it's a lot easier with 2P. So yeah, you just long jump, 2P jump. We don't go into the launch star because we have to get the 1-up. So we run like this, we long jump. We actually wait inside the swamp to make it safe. So, and then now we long jump, I wait for a bit, and then long jump, and that's the cycle. Very clean.
Nice.
Very well done.
Yeah, I remember that 1-up being, well, that strat being kind of a bit tricky for me when I was doing 120 for like a while. There's like a lot of things in this game that are like really like they're like it's easy, but it's also kind of harder than it looks sometimes. It's hard to explain.
Oh, 100%.
I also would like to explain something real quick. You may notice Ghost is running in the JP Virtual Console with the digitally downloaded version on the Wii U. Basically, that's like the fastest language when it comes to loads within the Wii part of this game.
The actual fastest language is the 3D All-Stars version, but I haven't found any good Joy-Cons to get, so I'm just on VC. It's a good version though, because actually really enjoy running on it.
Yeah.
So.
Basically, if you were watching like a record holder or like anyone who is like wants to, but is like a majority of the time you're gonna see them run on Korean on the 3D All Stars version, which is it's fine, but it's like you'd also have to deal with Switch controls, which Joy-Cons.
It definitely is a learning curve, but not as bad as people make it out to be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Also, shouts to the record holder, Jay. Jay's a legend. He used to have all 9 out of 9 records in both the Galaxy games, which I don't think you all underestimate like how amazing that is, because it's been how long?
It has been like I actually think it's been like 5 years, 6 years? No, it's only been achieved once before in the Galaxy history. I don't remember.
Yeah, like a good 8 years or so.
Something like that.
Yeah, he's insane.
But yeah, like, there's so many, like, there's so much people, like, who've been, like, completely coming out of left field, coming out of absolutely nowhere, who's been, like, popping off in the Galaxy scene, like, Jay, Tibbs, Hardcore, CK. Well, CK used to be, CK is kind of inactive at the moment, but
CK still deserves appreciation, in my opinion. He still is a 1P runner, and he still is, like, really, really good at the game.
But yeah, there's a lot of, like, people in the Mario community that I still really respect. Who is also, like...
And Pods actually makes a good point, because, like, recently there have been so many top runners in Galaxy that it's actually, like, really cool how much that games been progressing.
Yeah, I feel any Mario game, period, is so competitive at times that, you know, being able to accomplish that is nigh impossible, but there you go, it's been done.
Yeah. It's like, for reference, like 3 years ago, I used to do runs of this game. I had a 227, which I believe that actually used to be 10th. Like, I used to actually have top 10 in this game. And now top 10 is a 219. And record's a 213. So, yeah, that could be like a pretty good example of how much this game has improved.
Also, Dreadnought 1 is also a pretty skip-heavy level. We actually will be doing our first skip up here soon. So, really quickly, I'm going to get this one up. This cycle is surprisingly very lenient to make. Oh my god!
Hey,
that was actually
really close. Also,
I'm actually surprised I made that. That was so close. Okay, as I was saying, in terms of easiness. Yeah, but you can just do that. We can just, like, keep having to use that. And we're gonna get our second one up here by taking one of these bob-ombs.
I was also going to say about the other skip that was being found recently here, like the 120 strat. Like, nobody does it because it's kind of stupid, but there's a strat where you can jump off of like both of those Octumbas there and just go out of bounds. That was also found by username as password very recently, and yeah, it nobody's done it in runs other than password's TAS.
Yeah, we can actually skip using a song star with a 2B jump and do a backflip all the way here, and then do a small 1P spin jump, and that's it. That's Dreadnought 1.
That can also be used to get
so much.
As well.
It looks so cool, satisfying.
Yeah, that skip is also really satisfying. It can be used to get the star, which is like...
is always done.
Yeah, it is a big time save.
We're coming up to Dreadnought P. We're going to do the same thing we did in Dreadnought 2, but for some reason, I've been struggling with it, but got it really easily there.
Nice.
So we're coming up to Deep Dark, and funnily enough, Deep Dark 1 is the only level we need to complete to collect all the 1-ups. in this level, which is very cool and neat because Deep Dark is genuinely like a really difficult level for me. Be happy
Yeah.
to do that. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a 2B jump around a 2B jump there. And since we're not going to be doing much in this level, and if anyone has questions in chat, let me know. I can try and answer.
Yeah. Same here. So yeah, real quick, what Ghost is gonna do? Wait, we gonna do the out of bounds?
Oh, we don't do out of bounds. We don't need to do it, but we do that skip. We can actually like just skip using the cannon to get up there and slide up there. Get this to get to the area.
Okay, I see.
But in a 120 run, you can actually go out of bounds and end up in the Camilla fight, which is like where the star is for Dark One. Really cool.
Bit of a funny story here. Like, I actually found one of the out of bounds in this level. There's like an out of bounds section, like where Ghost was with the 1-up. There's like a place you can just backflip, go out of bounds, and like, oh, okay, cool, that's a thing you can do. I found that back in like 2016 when I like first started picking up the game. And yeah, there is like, if I remember correctly, 4 different ways you can just flip out of bounds. All of them are like well, 2 of them are similar, 2 of them are completely different. And yeah, that level is pretty broken.
So we're coming up to our last 1-up in Garden. But yeah, we're done. We're almost done with Garden. So this last 1-up is really easy. Melty Molten P, we just long jump. It's just right in the distance. But yeah, that's it.
Nice.
So I'll actually explain a little bit about how I routed those levels, just from what is hardest to like easiest, I guess. Because routing in this game, in this category, actually doesn't make a difference because you're still getting the same stars every time. So yeah, really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're coming up to Gold Leaf 1. There's going to be 2 1-ups we'll be getting, and these 1-ups are in really an interesting position. So yeah. So first 1-up we'll be getting is up here.
Sure, of course.
And also, like, see if I remember. Isn't like one of them on the tree or something?
Yes, one of them is on the tree.
Oh goodness!
So
that is
this
fun.
tree 1-up is actually pretty difficult to get casually because you need a lot of height. But I'll actually try to see if I can make it. We're not going to go on the top, but just to that small stump. Hopefully we can make it.
I swear I remember this in like trying to do something like this, because this game also has like a Kaizo version, and yeah, I think you have to do this in Kaizo. And yeah, it wasn't fun.
Very scary, but we still managed to do it. W.
Oh, I thought, yeah, that was not the tree I was thinking of, but that was one of them. Close enough.
Yeah, we're not even 30 minutes into this run. I was like, oh, so that exists. Oh, yeah. Sure. There's been so many instances, like, I had no idea.
I had no idea about...
Neither did I when playing through this before, so...
I had no idea about half of these, and I have been running the game since March 2016, if that says anything. I am literally learning new stuff right as this run is going on.
So the 1-up we'll be getting in this level is just there. Really easy 1-up. Nothing too special. Gold Leaf 3 is also a pretty easy 1-up. It's just out in the open. There, you have to trigger a question mark coin, to speak properly, and it'll just activate the 1-up. So, yep, that's all. It's very nice too, because this is like I shouldn't be struggling with this. Okay, there we go. I have to do a long jump 2P jump into that, but
yeah.
whatever.
Go.
So the reason why I actually go to engine room right off the bat is because since we don't get the Hungry Luma Star in Garden, which is Snowcap Galaxy, since I mentioned at the beginning of the run, the 1-up is unobtainable, we decided to just go to engine room because it saves time.
Out of curiosity, how is that 1-up unobtainable?
So it's actually, so the 1-up doesn't spawn until you break a snowban. Also, Pods, I'll answer your question later. Really quickly after the start because this is pretty annoying. But we're actually going to be skipping going around and doing a 2P jump. And that's it. But to answer Pods' question, that 1-up is essentially unobtainable because it's actually clipped into the planet when you try and activate it, which is by hitting a snowman. And once you activate the snowman, the 1-up actually appears inside of the planet, so it's unobtainable.
Oh, fun, fun.
Also, Pause, you want to explain surface swimming really quickly?
Alright, so surface swimming. You may notice Ghost kind of shake his hand a lot. Yeah, this is for swimming in this game. You can basically you basically trick the game to swim on the surface and on underwater at the same time, and the game gets confused. You may have heard this phrase a lot of times before, but yeah.
So we're actually gonna be doing a death warp here. So if we die here, we actually spawn at the beginning of the level, which is really good because we want to be at the beginning of the level. So we're actually gonna be going backwards instead of forwards, like such. Very clean. And from here, it's just the management of water spinning. And I don't know if Pods mentioned this, but spinning is essentially the fastest way to move underwater by holding A as well, so that you get a better boost.
Yeah. I find it kind of awkward that it's kind of funny that every top runner, I think Tibbs, shout outs to them by the way, they've been doing a lot in this game and a lot in the community. A lot of the top runners kind of just don't realize that you can just hold up while surface swimming just to gain speed, and it's why do people lose? They just ask, why do people lose time in this level? Oh, I'm not holding up. Oopsies.
Yeah, but essentially the reason why you hold up or down is probably the most consistent way to get a surface swim. Ooh, okay, so that crab is actually RNG, so he literally was right in front of the note, which is probably the best RNG he could have gotten. So that's to Marathon RNG.
Usually Marathon RNG is bad, but thankfully,
yeah, but
it was all
Marathon RNG saved our run.
Game is blessed for you today.
Except for the time I died in West.
We'll just ignore that.
Yeah, we'll just act as if that didn't
Wait,
exist.
what happened? What happened?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We're getting one-ups though. And sure, everybody, make sure to go give a nice follow over to ghosty_SR. Get a link to that in the chat. They're great to a whole bunch of not only Mario Galaxy, but the 80%, all 3D Marios back to back to back to back. It is wild. And maybe Galaxy
definitely.
Here's so we're gonna be doing surface. Ooh, I got that really quickly. That's really good.
Instantly.
I almost never get that surface swim first try, but I got it there. So we're just gonna get this 1-up. Very good.
But yeah, also huge shout out to Ghost for this, and shouts to both of you for inviting me over, because it is really fun to do this, even though it is really late.
Yeah,
shout outs to Pods for.
So we're coming to Toy Time. Toy Time is probably my favorite galaxy because look at this galaxy. I mean, you got mats, you got toys. I mean, it's like my childhood.
Oh my god!
You got the Mecha Koopa there. I used to have those pads back in my old home, so it's very nostalgic. So we're gonna be collecting 1-ups in here. So first 1-up's there. we're actually going to be doing a long jump. You can actually do a 2P jump here really quickly, and then spin the screw, get up here,
Also, yeah,
get in there.
real quick, I just wanted to say I'm kind of sacrificing my sleep schedule for this. I have to be up at 9 a.m. Well, like 8 a.m. for a leisure center thing, so potentially. I don't know if I will, but yeah, that's at the moment. Yeah.
Thank you for the honorable sacrifice, Pods.
It's fine.
Yeah, give Pod the follow. He deserves it. But yeah, so we got that second one up. This is actually a very good TASing one. So we're actually gonna be normally we actually have to go through like an entire process to climb up to Mecha Koopa, but we're speedrunners, so we can actually just like say to the launch stars that take us to the here, like, we don't need you, thank you. And actually just go to the right side of this leg. We'll get there. So just long jump here, we can actually just wall jump. But we're not gonna wall jump, interesting. I meant to wall jump, but apparently I got a spin cancel and I couldn't wall jump. There we go. And something like that. Soy Time 1.
Nice.
Soy Time 2 is a fairly straightforward level, but we are going to be doing some really cool movement on the second planet, but the 1-up is actually just in the most, like, obvious spot ever, so we don't have to worry about, like, any complicated, like, extensively going out of the way. We can just do the level as fast as we can, but we should normally, like, be using the screw here. We actually have to activate that screw normally, but we can actually skip using that with a 2P, so we can long jump to that ship there. We can do a triple jump here, which I shouldn't have failed. I don't know why I failed it, but interesting.
Video game.
Of course. Actually, can I get this? Let's see. Okay, Mecha Koopa's in a good spot.
Also,
oh, dude.
Also, yeah.
I love when I get
2P. Well, real quick. Chip skip. Well, this is basically just using the This is actually a way to skip the screw. You can also do this one player, but this is like. Apparently, I just was like, hey, wonder if you can do this. Oh, I can. Okay, cool. That's always pretty cool. Love to see it.
Also got a really cool boost at the end, but couldn't make up for it because I, like, got a death warp. So, it kind of sucks. But, okay. So, Toy Time 3. So, we're actually, this is, really quickly, that load takes forever because this is the level that has the most objects in the entire game. That's why that load takes so long. Yeah. I can't imagine having that load on the English disc. Must take like years.
If I remember correctly, I did do some timing of this. I think this level take like some of the like longer these levels take like 3 to 4 seconds longer on disc in comparison to Virtual Console. And yeah, Virtual Console is kind of busted a bit. In the good way.
And we can get that 1-up and do some 2P jumps to get up to the Swing Star. Nice. And we can actually just skip using those things. And we got the ice, so we're gonna just be skating across the ice. But very clean.
Wow.
Nice.
And instant shot. Can I get that? Let's go into the star.
What is this?
No looker.
All right. Those cannon shots are really consistent. I actually use a visual cue, which is really hard to see because the Wii U VC graphics are pretty bad, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
but
definitely.
There's a visual cue there. So we actually also go into these secret areas because some of them contain 1-ups. And we can just long jump our way like that.
I'm definitely a fan of going through these, even though like sometimes you just get curious and, what's over here? Huh, neat. That's always pretty cool. I kind of just forget some of these like places even exist, because it's like you never go into them in speedruns.
Oh, obviously, 100%. Yeah, these spots are like, don't like to go near them anyways.
Kind of like the reason why I like enjoy these kind of category extensions occasionally, even though some of them are kind of arbitrary. They're like, huh, you can just do you can do this.
Okay.
But they all learned. What do you know?
We can actually get this one up with the 2P jump, and that's Toy Time 3. Very easily done. Now we have Toy Time P, which is just, we go to the other side of the level, get the 1-up, and get out of here. Very easy. Opinion.
Toy Time Purples, yes, the level that everyone has had any kind of pain in the... this is a bit of a pain in the backside in this level, because...
It's universally called the hardest level in the entire game.
People say it is.
I'd argue that
nope.
Ghostly Purples is a lot harder.
People say this is like the hardest level in the game, but no, it's not.
Nope.
Oftentimes, what people consider the hardest level casually versus the hardest level to speedrun can be very, very different for
It can be. It can be.
Speedrunning that level is actually really fun though, so definitely a lot easier to speedrun in my opinion.
It's like a level where it's like people can trip up on it occasionally. I don't remember having that much problems in my casual, but it's like people can trip up occasionally if needs be. If the
What is it?
exists. Anyway, this is Bonefin, and yeah, we just ignore Bonefin's existence.
If you don't look at
We're
it,
out of
I think one up is kind of in a tricky place, so glad we could get it.
We're out of Bonefin.
Yep. Okay, so Bowser Jr. free. The 1-up in this level is also like pretty easy to get. There's not much that we need to do. Long jump to the other side. The 1-up's in there. We just take this bullet bill.
Nice.
Didn't want to come into me.
love the tactical
Very funny.
touch on the Goomba there.
Yep. So now we're coming up to the sand spiral. So from here on out, the domes that we do are completely optional. Like, if you do, like, you can customize your dome order. So the dome order I actually customize prioritizes the hardest levels in this category over the easiest levels. So we're going to be ending off with Kitchen, which is arguably the easiest dome, and starting off with Bedroom, which is the hardest. So yeah, we're literally like 4 domes to go, so
I feel like
this run's ending
I
quickly.
feel like a lot of these levels are like just customizable. There's a bunch of like category extensions in this game that nobody talks about, like say all domes and like enter all domes and categories like all 1-ups that nobody talks about that people should actually like try to take an eye on at some point, because it's like sometimes seeing any percent and 120 stars it's not all there is to a speedrun. There's more categories.
Also, we're actually coming up on probably the hardest level for me, at least. So pods, we're gonna be doing auto scroller skip and chip skip and Dusty Dune 3.
Dusty Dune. Oh,
While Pods is explaining, I'm actually gonna be deafened, so hopefully I get it first try, hopefully.
good luck.
But
Good
yeah,
luck.
I'm gonna be deafened, so thank you.
All right, so this is probably the hardest skip in the run. Like, no jokes. There's a lot to this. So what Ghost is going to be doing is, yeah, there's an auto scroller skip here with that like button. We don't need that. You can just jump up, and it gets way harder, like right at the end, because of a thing called a mega triple jump, which basically Nope. Basically, you want to like try to tap the camera button. Nice. You want to tap the camera button like the frame you land on a triple, and it's really precise. It's like 2 frames, I believe.
Jeez.
And now we're going into another skip where you can well, I don't know if
Collecting the star pieces just as it's rising for
there is technically a skip you can do with the shell where it's like you use the shell to like home and ground pound into the outer rim of the galaxy, but it's like nobody.
I know I said I would be going for chip skip, but the chip skip actually I do is dependent on that dry bones RNG, so I got really bad dry bones RNG, so I had to drop it. Marathon luck. Fortunately, stepping
enemy
in. But it's okay.
I guess I can also kind of say this like real quick. All the enemies in this game, like people may be curious about this game's RNG. All the RNG in this game is entirely in enemies. That's it. Like just.
But I got to show off auto scroller skip, so
there's not that much to it.
Lost. Also, we're actually going to be using this sign to line up ourselves. That was a perfect coconut shot. Let's see if we can hit it. Found that out myself while playing through this level, trying to have fun. But it's a good thing I backed out of that. That chip skip would have absolutely failed. I would have lost even more time. Like, failing that actually loses like 40 seconds, so pretty happy I backed out of that.
Yeah.
And only saves 10 seconds. I'm gonna try and skip that in it. So you actually have to, you actually will most likely trigger a cutscene there, so I try to skip that by just doing a quick jump.
Trying to remember what I was trying to think about what I was trying to say, but
yeah, now we're coming up to Gusty Garden 2. So Gusty Garden 2 is a very, very cool level.
Oh,
we actually will be.
I can explain the skip here.
Yes.
So
we're not doing the skip though, Pod. So we're actually going to be doing.
We're not doing the skip, but there is 2 different skips here. One of them I call it pedal dance. There's like we're still debating on the name. And there's another one Gusty Garden 2 skip. So basically, like you can use this pedal or like the triple jump in order to get to the end of the level in no time flat. I'm not going to say the other name because haha funny, but yeah, basically you can use like a patch of grass in the area to just do a triple jump and 2-player jump to skip the entire level. This level has a lot of development over in like the past like few weeks and months, and yeah, that was also a pretty good skip. Shoutouts to like Mario and Traffic Light Fan for finding that.
Oh, 100%. I think Mario Traffic Light Fan has been discovering so many skips as of recently, so huge shoutouts to him. He deserves a lot of love and credit.
I swear,
100%.
like the amount of skips that are found in this game, there's like so many new skips that from like people we don't know, like they don't interact with the community, but it's like people just show these new skips and it's like, what the heck, this is super cool. I am a fan of it.
Touché.
I actually really have a bit of a soft appreciation for strat hunters when it comes to speedrunning. Like,
oh, strat hunters are like the amount of strat. What? Oh my god. Okay, I forgot to shake, so I just apparently like. Interesting.
That's a new one.
I still spawned back here, so I think I might have not like lost any time at all. Funny.
Probably just like.
Alright, so here I'm gonna try and bounce on this piranha plant. Ooh, very clean. That was really cool.
Nice.
Glad I could show that off. Alright, so we're almost done with Gusty Garden 1. But yeah,
But yeah, apparently, I have a really interesting thing with like strat hunters. Like, definitely would really say like shout out to just strat hunting in general. There's like a lot of really cool people that don't really get the credit they deserve from going new things and like
So if you're a
developing the
strat
game.
hunter for like any game whatsoever, your works are appreciated, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
And they deserve to be
Definitely.
appreciated.
Okay, so now we're going into Freeze Flame. Freeze Flame is pretty popular level in this game. There's like a lot of...
It's very fast paced.
It's a very fast-paced level, and a lot of people really like it. Because
We're gonna do a lot of exploring here,
Yeah.
so get ready.
a lot of people really like this level because this level actually explores a theme that gets kind of used a lot. It kind of gets used a bit more in Galaxy 2, which I'm not a big fan of, honestly. But yeah, this level is uses a mixture of fire and ice to like together just to make like this level really nice to play. Pun totally not intended.
Also, I'm gonna try and do a very precise jump. Yep, got it. First try.
Nice.
If you actually switch to neutral there, you actually like align yourself with going forward. So I usually don't hold neutral there till I fall off. And we're gonna be getting the fire flower just so we can get here. So some things about the fire flower, ooh, forgot to get the one up. Thank God I got the one up.
Nice.
But yeah, very cool. So now we're actually gonna come up to the rest of Dusty Dune. So Dusty Dune 1 and 2. These are very cool levels as well. Dusty Dune 1. Hopefully I play this level well. I get to show off a lot of the strats in this level.
Oh yeah.
So right off the bat, we're actually gonna be skipping using the tornadoes. Such. That. And if I did this correctly, I should be able to get this one up without correct. Yeah, I was able to get that one up perfectly fine. And if I do this right, I should be landing in the pipe as such. Almost landed the pipe, but still amazing. We're actually gonna be going this way to here. So if I'll try and make a fast cycle. Okay, I almost got the fast cycle.
I'm surprised like how people actually like think like, wonder where you can put this one up. Oh, put it on top of the forms. Yeah, that will totally work. That sounds like a great idea and totally doesn't lead to any kind of problems with them getting up in any shape or form.
Ooh, interesting. Backflip. Yeah, this Dusty Dune 1 kind of like is an interesting level.
It's a level that people commonly don't like. Like Dusty Dune is kind of a mixture of just boring or pain. Kind of a mixture of the both.
Yep.
Like a take your pick.
Odds put it perfectly in my words. Okay.
Take a pick. Just you either play really boring levels or pick levels with a lot of like painful strats that nobody really likes. I'm gonna be honest.
Yep. Also, really quickly, I'm actually ahead of record right now. So,
Oh, let's go.
let's hope I continue playing well. You might get to see a record,
Eyes.
GDQ chat. But let's hope I continue playing well. That's all. Yes. I know I have a lot of time save in late game.
Yeah, that's
Oh, 100%.
That's a record in my
Hopefully you
books.
guys are enjoying the run. Like all jokes aside. Hope you guys are feeling entertained. I know I am.
You know, I haven't
Not like
said
that,
it yet.
though.
I have to do this at least once per show. Chat, GDQ chat, give me a 1 followed by your favorite emote ever if you are enjoying the Super Mario Galaxy all unique 1-ups here by Ghosty. Let's see what you got.
My favorite emote is a 1 and then a blue cheese, which is a reference to my favorite NSMB Wii speedrunner, Big Cheese 2005. So, shouts to Big Cheese.
I'm trying to figure out what my favorite emote is, but I don't know.
It's a tough call.
I think Big Cheese is actually in chat. So, yeah, give a shout out to Big Cheese.
After all, yeah, probably just a simple smile, I guess.
Smile.
Or colon 3. I've been using colon 3 a lot
Colon
more
3
recently.
is
and I
also
don't
a
know why.
good one.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I actually should probably mention this, but there's also a there was also a 120 strat that people I think it was Mario Traffic Light fan again who yeah, that exists. It's kind of silly. Nobody's gonna be able to go for it, but yeah.
if anyone could do it, like, if anyone could do the strat or like recreate it pretty easily or make it like consistent for a 120 run, I will give them $100. IRL bounty, guys, come on.
We are
No one can
actually
resist
making
$100.
we are actually making an IRL bounty. Let's go.
Oh no.
Oh,
this is
no.
bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I'll actually be coming. Oh no, bad. So I missed that 1-up. Because apparently I cannot like do long jumps, but
Is there a way to back that up? Like,
oh god. So if I do get record, this run is pretty much invalid, sadly. So that's unfortunate.
oh well.
Let's just. Oh well.
Nothing happened. This is world record in my opinion. Let me just say that.
Yes.
But we'll just pretend like we're just making it. You know what? We'll just make a new category, right? All 1-ups minus the one pesky 1-up in
Okay,
Dusty
you know
Dune
what
2.
I could actually do to make this run valid? I will actually go back to that area and get the 1-up. I'll be losing a bit of. I'll actually be losing almost a minute, but it'll most likely make the run valid.
Yeah.
Hopefully it does. So
Sounds like a plan.
if we still get record with that, I think we'll be amazingly well. So yeah, W.
It'll be a-okay. But yeah, again, huge shout outs to the
But don't worry, guys.
people in this tag.
We'll try. I'll find something out. Don't worry. This is gonna be a record. I will try my best to make this record, no
No
matter
pressure.
what.
Oh, like,
So that's the 1-up you're supposed to get, and you'd be done with the level. But since I missed the 1-up like allowed there, I missed the 1-up like previously, so I'm gonna be going back and getting it. Hopefully, I think moderators won't really care if I get this. Apparently, in the rule set, you can still get this 1-up and your run will still be valid. So, hopefully, like when I get this 1-up, yeah, I'll be getting this 1-up for safety. But it's kind of very interesting because I don't know what happened, but apparently I wasn't getting any long jumps. So, that kind of sucks.
like the top right one, right?
Yep. Yeah, we're almost done.
Yeah.
But we would be losing like optimally like a minute, sadly. So
It is what it is.
yeah, I mean, as long as this run can be somewhat valid, I mean, not somewhat valid, like valid.
It's like submittable to the leaderboards, which, I mean, yeah,
We'll be fine.
it'll be fine. It's nothing to
No
worry.
pressure.
We're just having fun.
Oh, 100%. Even with that stuff. You gotta see this again, so you gotta hear the underground music again. I don't know if anyone's like
yeah, it only shows one.
entirely excited, but yeah. Also, we're ahead of PB again. which is W.
Even after the backup of running back in for that 1-up.
Nice.
All right, so we're coming to Honey Climb. Pause. Want to explain the fast flying technique? Really cool base.
Oh yeah, this is a silly strat that yeah, I don't like it that much, but yeah.
So you just fly like that. That's it.
I think people call it like the value fly high B thing or something. Yeah, basically it's
I like calling it fast flying, but essentially you just jump, move back, spin, and then if you hold A in the right direction, you get like a bunch of height. So very good.
Yeah. You can basically just go zoom like past everything. It's a really cool skip, but it's like the problem is this skip is like really hard to get right. If you are on a I've had many times I was on a PB pace run in any percent and 120 stars, like the main categories of this game, and that level just wipes like 20 seconds away for seemingly no
We're actually
reason.
coming up to Bowser 2. So Bowser 2 has 4 1-ups, and I'll actually stay silent for a bit because this level is really intense movement wise. So hopefully I get all this movement first try. It'd be really cool if I do.
Yeah, this level is like a lot of pretty tricky cycles.
That was really close. Don't.
I thought that was
We're fine.
I thought that was a bump wall for a sec. I was like, what? I am being goofy. It is like 1 o'clock in the morning. But yeah,
I'm almost as tired, if not more, than you. So
that is
This is when the magic happens.
we're doing fine. Don't worry.
it's where the magic happens. Everyone's just tired. This is just like the average Wednesday morning experience or Tuesday night experience.
I know, right? Like, I don't know why, but I'm always just so tired, like, Wednesday morning. I don't know why, but it's just
is what it is, I guess.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's the end of that. What is next? Dusty Gun
We're coming
3?
down to, like, the last few levels, so it's gonna... So the level's probably gonna tone down a bit, so nice.
Yeah. It's gonna be kind of like clutch bang. Level after level after level. Anyways, yeah, I guess I could also just mention, Ben, you have any questions for us to ask or anything?
Well, my mind's already been blown time and time again. So, you know, looking through, we could probably remind just everybody in chat that, you know, 2 emotes on the screen. So if you're just joining us, you may see 1P, 2P in there right now. And that is due to Ghost having the 2 emotes velcroed together, so they're easier to manage. But having 2Play allows for
Again,
enhanced jumps that can happen.
2P gives a lot more easy.
Yeah.
Makes the run a lot more easier by adding an extra jump and star bits.
Yeah.
Which is not as relevant, but yeah, it is definitely a useful tool to have, especially when you're running game.
Yeah. Yeah, the 2P...
So the 1-up here in Gusty Garden is on the end, but that planet, the Starship planet, so I just basically did like a lot of long jumps and gravity spins to get myself around.
Nice.
Yeah. That's Gusty Garden 3. Very plain, very simple. Now we got Freeze Flame 2. So,
Oh, yeah.
the beginning...
Oh, yeah, there's also, like, there's a lot of skips here that, we'll be doing.
So for the beginning of Freeze Flame 2, we're going to be doing a small technique where we let go of neutral so that we can get these star chips.
Basically, these star chips have a bit of a delay, like about a second. And it's like you want to stay still for about a second, if every star chip breaks, because it's like if you go through them, you're just gonna have to go and turn around, turn around and like turn back on yourself, do a little loop, get the star chip again, and it's like, kind of goofy. So you know, why not just speed it up a bit? Anyways,
we're actually going to be doing a 2P jump to skip to this section. We can actually skip the end of the level like this, but we're not actually going to be going to the end of the level. We're actually just going to be doing something like this. Improvised movement, all good.
You never see this in a run like this, in any percent run. This is like, you can normally just do a skip, and that skip can just skip the entirety of this entire section.
And there's a lot of lag. Also, hey, we got 99 lives. So the max amount of lives you can get in this game is 99, which is what we have right now. Forgot to mention that, but yay, we got the max amount of lives in the game.
Let's go. 100 down.
Easy clap for that, in my opinion. I think that's very based. Cool.
Some period over 100 down, like 60 more to go or something? I don't know.
So around, yes. So we got like 60 more, in my opinion.
I mean,
yeah, 60 more pods. Pods are right. You know what I'm saying?
That was like a rough guess.
But it was a good guess, nonetheless.
I'm surprised because it's like you get so many one-ups in like such a fast rate. I'm curious of like how the rest of them goes, because it's like, I mean, technically you're getting them like 20 for every 10 minutes. So it's like, if you technically bring that up, then something like that, you'll be done in like 30 minutes, right? That's that's how this works, right?
Yes.
Of course.
You get them like at that rate. I'm just being silly. Alright, yeah, Free Sim Free, another level that has played the lives of myself and many other people in the Galaxy community, because that was pretty hard.
Speaking of, I actually lost 33 seconds to this level in my PB. My any percent PB, not my all one-ups PB. This level went well, but essentially that level cost me a good PB. Like, that was a sub 220 speed run until Free Slam 3. So
yeah,
I forever have grudges against this level for that reason.
I have a big grudge against this level, but it's mainly because, I guess I can kind of explain, that like section there with the like moving platforms or whatever, the if you flip gravity, you can get a bit like messed up and like, oh, you're just going the wrong way, oh, you're dead, okay.
Yep.
And you lose like 15 seconds because this game is very well made. Thank you, Nintendo.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, also, we're going to be going for what we were trying to do is go for like Cosmic Luigi boost. Like, basically, I actually know about this. If you hold Z and press A within 5 frames from the start, like the go message, you can get different types of speed boosts. Apparently, there are 5 of them. If you get it on like the first frame, you get a really good boost, and if you get it on the 5th one, you get a bit more of a weaker, puny boost. But you know, it's kind of like that. It's like you get more speed, the better you time it.
So Big Mouth, we have this crab 1-up and the 1-up at the bottom, and that's it for a bedroom. So we got another 1-up in the observatory, but yeah.
Nice.
Very clean. But yeah, so this is where things will be getting interesting. So Balrog 1 is coming up soon. So this is my favorite level. Pods actually knows a lot about this level. I am
aware of this.
I'll actually have Pods explain what's going to be happening soon. So
going for Broob?
Yes, I am. So Broob stands for Balrog Out of Bounds, and yeah, that's all I'll say.
Yeah,
so I'll actually deafen, and Pods, go ahead,
good luck.
Take it away, explain.
Okay, so this is gonna be a bit of a long one, but Broob, this is a pretty big skip that was found by
15 minutes?
a bunch of people. I think it
okay?
was Velopia and Valley who like found it first. Then there was a bit of a recent discovery by people such as
do you wanna
Jcar,
set
who
up?
shout outs to them, by the way. They've done like a lot in this game. And
Oh.
yeah, you're just gonna see this trick. Basically what Ghost is gonna do is Ghost is gonna do a triple jump and a like a mega triple jump, like kind of like what I've shown before, because yeah, that gives you a lot more height, and this skip is really hard, as you can probably tell. But yeah, this actually makes it a bit more consistent. Give Ghost a little moment here, because you know what it's like. This game is pretty pushing. This used to be like a huge like pain in the backside for speedrunners, because it's like this skip is just you either get it and you save like 20 seconds, or you don't get it. And
this is annoying.
yeah, what Ghost is doing is he's just trying to
I don't
get
know what's
it
going
in
on. I think I'm
with
just
the
nervous.
screwless method, which is a bit more consistent. I'm not sure what's happening, but oh, there we go. There we go. Nope.
We believe in you.
Yeah,
Ghost.
I think I just got really nervous there, so it kind of sucks.
Gonna,
This is a really hard trick, so
you're just gonna go.
I don't know
again.
what's happening.
Probably be best to just take the screw with.
I'm gonna still do it. I mean, at this point, it's whatever.
So close.
I'm getting too stressed out. Okay, let me try this again.
Give it one more go. If it doesn't work, just go for the screw at that point, because yeah, estimate.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Alright, first try. Let's go.
Anyway, yep. So what Ghost is going to be doing is he's going to be making a pretty long journey across the entirety of the rock section.
Yep. Kind of sucks that I didn't get this pretty fast, but this is again like a really difficult trick, so
You can't blame him.
still getting it and showing it off is already like super rare, so
Yeah. So what Ghost is going to be doing is, whoa, that is way more speed than I
I
thought.
tried to do a strat where you ground pound and you get like so much that, so
I had no idea that was a thing. TIL. Learn something new every day.
but yeah, so the one up here is actually on the bottom of the saucer.
But yeah, Ghost kind of just shown, hey, this skip is actually like pretty hard and pretty silly. Like
It's more like annoying.
it's
in
more
my opinion.
annoying, but it's like trying to get used to the out of bounds movement. I tried it for a bit. Like for those who don't know, I actually like used to run this game. I stopped running like quite a bit because dealing with like burnout and such. But dealing with that kind of stuff is not the best, but I tried looking at it
It
and
happens to everyone,
No.
in my opinion.
I tried looking at Broob. Jcar has a good video on it if you want to look on her YouTube channel. Give a
Yeah, shout out to Jcar. I shouted them out like at the beginning of this run because they're one of my good friends, but they made a great video explaining the history of Broob.
yeah, definitely.
So definitely check it out if you have the time. But yeah, Broob, there's so much that's going on.
There
right
is
now.
a lot of things, like 20 different things happening all at the same time, and yeah, it's
on 1000.
really hard to get right. Alright, so
Also, you might notice that I went to first person. That's to remove the cooldown for the launch star. So if you didn't do that, you would actually be launched into the air. And
I did not know there was a one up
Maybe.
there. That is the most sneaky one up I have ever seen in my life.
yep, I didn't get it perfectly fine, but that's okay.
But yeah, I know another thing that people
I'm getting...
I know another thing that people often say is this level and the one level in Dreadnought is the hardest. Like, this level's kind of infamous for being one of the harder levels of this game, but, there's a bit of a... I can kind of mention this. bit of a small trick for people who are kind of stuck on it. You can activate multiple bombs at one time. Just walk into a bomb, holding another bomb. That could actually give it a shot if you are stuck on it. Might help you.
Yes. So I'm actually going into first person again so that I can get an instant shot. So when I do something like this, Luma breaks the cage not once but twice, which actually is very, very useful. So very good that that happened.
So basically, I can give a bit more context of what Ghost is doing here. So things are on screen that are on screen. You may notice like that crystal there and the launch star, like the sling star earlier on. Both of them, if they're not on screen, they are not rendered in because of like games, how they work. It's like, if something's not on screen, it doesn't exist. So if you look up at something, like if you look up at a crystal or a enemy or something, it moves. But if you point the camera away, the enemy stays still, or the thing you want to carry stays still. So we kind of manipulate that to be at the right like section, if that makes sense.
Very clean. Really happy with that.
Oh my goodness, that is
wow, that was really close. That was a really close 2P jump.
That was I didn't even know you can like side flip that. That is interesting and nice. I like. It also feels cool just watching like Galaxy, because I haven't seen this in ages, and seeing like different people do different tech in this game, like these small variations that people notice. I was like, ooh, I could like note this down, and maybe if I get back into running this game, I can learn it for my own runs or something. It's like, definitely feel like this kind of game, this game mainly can be really flexible with what people can do. Even though there are like multiple tutorials. I made one, Source and JCar are also making one. Shout outs to them for that.
So their tutorials I think might come out like in late August, like October. So if you're gonna get into this game, definitely wait for them to finish the tutorials.
Yeah, huge shout outs to them for that, because they have done a lot with this game. But yeah, basically, this game has a pretty big document, like a 200-page document guide showing a bunch of strats and everything you need to know about this game.
And I think, Paz, you're like one of the people that worked on the document.
I was the main person who worked on the document. It was me, Danny, Dudes, and a bunch of other people in the Galaxy community. I cannot name them because I don't remember. But yeah, huge shout outs to the entire document. It was really useful for how to...
I know, I used it when I started running this game.
Learn this game.
So, yeah.
And it took a lot of my college hours. It was like, when I was not doing college work, I was working on that, like back in like 2020, 2021 era. No, it wasn't 2021, 2019, 2020. Yeah, hurry story. We have a... no, that's... Oh, Bowser 1, sorry.
Yep.
There's a skip you can do here, but, we don't do it.
We actually have to get this one up.
Go figure, one-up category
we can
that
actually
allows
just
you...
do a small death warp.
Go figure, one-up category that involves you getting one-ups involves you getting a one-up. No way, I would have never seen that coming. But yeah,
okay, that was kind of...
Oh, that was...
Okay, I'm just gonna...
That was kind of goofy.
I'll just wait for the twomp. This is already like... I'm already like... My heart's already like racing.
Oh, there we go. That works. You got it done. That's the main thing, right? You didn't die.
Main thing. It's so easy to die in that section.
I mean,
too,
technically you're better than all Galaxy speedrunners because you don't die in that section, right? That's how it works here, right?
Yes, it does. Also, this is the old way of doing Broob. You actually used to use the screw, and once the platform like moved around, you do a mega triple jump like off this area. So that was the reason why it was harder, because the platform was like really bad.
Yeah.
Or with moving, and additionally, you couldn't reattempt to skip. So it was like one time only. You couldn't get it.
It's like, yeah, you have like 2 shots together, and if you miss it, then that's like 20 seconds gone down the bin.
So I'm actually gonna wait for this. Okay, so I kind of okay, so Balrog P, I tried to attempt a strat where I triple jump the 1-up, but I couldn't get it, unfortunately, so I dropped it for a bit. But yeah, so we're coming up to Space Junk 2 again. Or no, not again, but we're coming up to Space Junk. This is the only 1-up that is available in Space Junk Galaxy, surprisingly.
I'm kind of surprised that there's a lot of like really cool,
but yeah,
really cool strats in Space Junk.
There.
I'm kind of surprised that there's only one style here, like one up here even. I'm so used to any percent. Why am I calling it stars? Yeah, also there's also rolling green, which you roll the ball to get the stars, get the 1-ups. It is 1:30, and yeah, you could probably imagine that I'm also tired.
Thanks for sticking it through, Pods.
Yeah.
Really quickly, we're actually going to be skipping this part of this line, or like the railing, and just going here by doing a small jump. It's actually not as hard as it looks, but it is definitely
it's a scary,
very annoying.
It's a scary jump. Like, I'm sure if you're watching that at the moment, people probably would like having a like panic, going like, "Oh, where are you going? You're going. That is right off the edge. Oh wait, no, okay, that's a skip." Anyway, yeah, hurry.
All right, so hurry scurry again.
Actually, hurry scurry this time. Bit of a fun fact. There's also a skip here that people do that is very hard, and it is not worth it.
Actually, it's an IL only trick. So
yeah, it's an IL only.
I forgot to shout him out. So Philo was the one who found the trick, and it's like only an IL only threat. But the reason why I wanted to say Philo is because I really wanted to shout him out, because he is one of the few runners that actually makes a lot of these hard tricks consistent. So
yeah,
the reason why we're able to do these tricks and runs is thanks to Silo. So if you're watching this, Silo, you're awesome.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Slingpod, very cycle heavy level. Everyone loves Slingpod. All my homies love Slingpod. Except that, like, nobody does. It's kind of a silly level.
The reason this level is pretty annoying, thankfully, I actually got that all first try, so double.
Nice.
So
there's a lot of, like, kind of funny things that can happen with it. Like, if you hit any of the, spike balls, if you hit any of the flames, you are basically dead. You die. Yep. There is no way of going back in. Like, there's no way of going around it.
But yeah, we're almost done with the run. We're coming to a terrace, so we have Honey Hive 3. So
this is totally not a rip-off of Gold Leaf, isn't it?
Oh no.
Totally not.
So we're actually going to be skipping a majority of the section by doing this. So we're going to jump off that ledge, shake, and get the 1-up here. So
I like how they put that 1-up there. I was like, how the heck do you think you're gonna get back up?
And why would you even go there?
Like, why would anyone even go there?
I know, right? Like, it was like, hey,
this is so out of the way.
1-up here. like,
What were
would we
Nintendo
see anyone
thinking?
get it? But like, no. I mean, we were obviously getting it for the run, but like, imagine just being a casual player and like, oh, I actually found this one up.
This is...
Oh no, what am I
That
doing?
is like the most interesting one-up I've ever seen. And there's not even a hole there, so it's like, you know.
Also, I'm gonna shock you all with this, but there's actually a one-up behind Queen Bee. So actually,
What?
yep. People don't remember that there's a one-up here.
You're literally shocking me, and I have been running this game for 7 years anymore. No, 7 years. Again.
But yeah.
Dang. Today I
Alright,
learned.
so we're actually gonna be... We're just gonna be doing 2B jumps. And this last one up is actually like off on the end. So we just have to go over Bugaboom and do this. Yeah. That's it. 20 out of free. Now we're actually coming up to one of the most interesting levels, I think. Good Egg 1. Good Egg 1 is actually like one of my favorite levels. So
Oh, yeah.
hope you guys...
Yeah, definitely.
Like, all one-ups wise, there's actually, like, the beginning is very, very interesting, so I'll actually just wait for you guys to, like, understand, like, analyze it, but...
So, essentially, I have no idea what, I think I remember seeing this from your stream, and it's like, you do the freaking planet with the flip switches, right? I can't remember what they were called. Oh my goodness, I do not remember how you get there. This is like actual casual memory, like this is like nostalgia, like for my brain.
But yeah, we're actually gonna be doing a backflip, but instead of like getting over there, we're actually gonna be doing a 2B jump.
Oh. Oh.
Meant to do a 2B jump, but
Yeah, that's
like that.
a cute idea. I like. Also, yeah, you can like. This is another benefit of 2-player. You can stun these boulders. You can stun like enemies. You can stun boulders. You can stun anything that isn't like a boss or anything, and you can get starbits out of them. This is like a really good way of getting them.
We actually stun those boulders in this category just so they don't get in our way, but you can also stun them in other categories so that you can get starbits from them. Really helps a lot.
Also, you never see this pipe. Like, this pipe brings you to here, and does anyone even remember this place? Like, poll and like question in chat. Does anyone actually like? Has anyone been here?
I haven't when I did my casual playthrough, so that's actually like a very interesting room too, because like I'm not like I honestly never saw the reason for that room, because like but yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing this in like one time in a casual playthrough and one time on a NoClip website, but I have never seen it otherwise. Like, you don't tend to think about this kind of stuff when you're going, like, taking in these categories.
I didn't mean to,
Oh, Starbit. Oh, yeah, good idea too. You actually have to get Starbits, even though in a full game file. That's a bit silly, but...
I meant to, so I kind of screwed this level up, but we're gonna improvise. Okay. Ideally, you're supposed to wait and get starbits from that area, but I think we'll be okay.
You know what? I was trying to think of like...
We still have enough bits.
I was trying to think of questions. Like, I feel like this might actually be a very important one because there is like nothing here. But Do we actually like know if there's like a one-up farming spot in this game?
One-up farming. That's actually a good question. My only guess would probably be Sling Pod, but that's with the star bits and not like actual like one-up mushrooms.
Because Sling Pod's the best one for star bits, but it's like for Galaxy 2 we have.
Yeah, that's a good question.
For Galaxy 2 we have Supermassive, right? Like the everyone remembers the whole Koopa thing in Supermassive, where it's like you bounce on a Koopa, you get 99 lives for kind of like literally served to you on a platter. Well, on a plate, but like, you know, you don't tend to think of it in this kind of category. Like, if like I'm just saying, hey, I want to practice this level, or I want to practice this. It's like, what can you do?
Oh, 100%.
Other than like the bank toad thing. Like.
But yeah, we're almost coming up to Good Egg 2, but ideally you should actually like wait for the cutscene to play out at the beginning so that you get 100 star bits.
Not Bank Toad, Bail Toad, my bad. Nice.
Yep.
Also, yeah, Honey Hive, you do Honey Hive 1 or 2? Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
we do Honey Hive 1.
And I'm guessing you go through the entirety of the level instead of
most of the level.
most of the level.
So we go to the second planet. There's actually a really cool skip you can do on here, which is a Honey Hive 1 skip, which allows you to skip to basically the end of the level by jumping from one tree to another tree.
But yeah, this skip some one-ups, which we should not, which is kind of bad. So we're just gonna do the level. We're just gonna take the scenic route.
Yeah, scenic. This is our scenic any percent run.
The Reynolds scenic route.
I actually want to know if anyone's been doing any scenic runs on GDQ recently, but I think Mr. Shasta did a scenic route of a Phantom Hourglass, which was pretty cool. But yeah,
You should check that out.
Yep, that was done. Yeah, you showcase like that and all the glitches on Kung Fu Cup show.
Yeah.
Out of bounds.
yeah.
Check that out on YouTube.
That's Mr. Shasta.
Got the plug in. Let's go.
Let's go. Love to see it.
All right, now we're actually coming up to a loop. So loop, we're essentially just like we try to eventually get the what is it called? I can't speak. We just have one up we're getting, but in general this level is really cool. But we're actually gonna pick the left option, but normally you're supposed to pick the right option, but only for new game files. For old game files like this, you can pick that and be perfectly a-okay.
Also, fun fact.
But yeah,
Fun fact that many people don't know about this. You can jump off of the Manta here, or and in Loop the Swoop as well. Like you may have seen that in the first level in this run. You can jump off of them, and you can just go through the level and win the entire level for some reason. Like if I remember correctly, it's like you jump frame perfectly off of the this Manta, and yeah, you can just go back through the entire level.
yep.
Also, yeah, this is Robo Reactor, or also known as Metal Egg.
Odds, I'm gonna shock you with this, but I actually found this strat. This is like one of the first few strats I found in a one-ups, but you can actually just do a 2P jump.
You know, that kind of
Like
makes
there.
sense, but yeah, I didn't think of that. That is cool. Also, a bit of a fun fact, you can just walk around here. Like, you can just walk on the Metal Egg boss fight as much as you want. You can try this at home. If anyone...
But if you actually go to the area where you normally should be landing, you trigger the fight.
Basically, like, what you do is you do a triple jump on a, like, where the launch star is, you do a triple jump on a glass platform, and, like, what you do a triple jump, you spin at the peak of your jump, and you just get sent to the end of that section. Like, you just get sent to the boss, and you can just look around. You can just jump around on the boss. Because, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, real quick, Fant, if you wanna, like, I'm sure chat is, like, also really interested, but if anyone has any questions, like, Fant, if you want to throw a question our way, then feel free.
I do have a question for both of you. And, you know, this is kind of like unrelated to this category specifically, but is there a single favorite star pickup that you all have in the basic 120 stars in this game?
Good question.
So my favorite level I'd say is Dusty Dune 1 because I actually have Sea Gold in it, which is essentially the way of saying the community best segment ever in the world. So yeah, I used to have that segment before, but then a lot of stuff had happened, like 3DS loads, but before that was my level. I used to be really good at that. That was my favorite level ever in the entire run.
Personally, for me, I need a bit of time to think about that because I do kind of.
Also, we're back to Gateway.
Such a tough question now, were you?
I do kind of hop between a few, so I can't say like one in particular, but I do say like there are like 2 or 3 of them that I kind of like. Probably like the best ones I would think are Deep Dark 1 and what was it? Deep Dark 1 and Bubble Blast, surprisingly enough. It's like these levels you don't tend to think about are like, Bubble Blast is kind of neat. In a speedrun sense, I would say Bubble Blast is probably the most fun. In a casual sense, I really enjoy the atmosphere of Deep Dark.
Deep Dark is also a very good one. Yeah. I like the second star where you blast off to like the watermelon planet. It was really cool, but I never really liked chasing Guppy, I guess.
Oh, I guess I could kind of show this like real quick. Deep Dark, there is a bit of a thing in Deep Dark. Bit of a fun fact, if you go into NoClip, there is a page called noclip.website. If you go into that and go into the level Plunder the Purple Coins, you can see that there is a pipe in the starting area which can take you to the secret. And it's actually faster to just get out of bounds in the purple coin level and just go from like there to clip out of bounds, go into the pipe, and just go straight to the secret. Then do the level casually. Yeah. Like the amount of new things that are shown in this game is like baffling to me. There's like so much new things, like so much new tech, much new strats. I think for context, that level, that section is like a debug kind of thing. It's like they left it there in like beta testing and just forgot about it, which happens to the best of us. Like, I can imagine that happening a lot in game development, was like people just leave something for like they forget about something, leave it, and then you just get like skipped to the end. Like speedrunners just take advantage of it. Spyro Reignited Trilogy is probably my example of that, but yeah. Anyways, Booze Boneyard. I would say you can guess the time here, but about that, probably not, because you probably leave like halfway through, so
yeah, so
guess the time until he gets the last coin, I guess? Like the last one up? I don't know what a good time would be, but do not guess anything with like the digits of 2, 4, 7, or 9. Because like the final digit of 2, 4, 7, or 9. Because of frames and how frames work. Oh. Oh. Goodness. That is... would it be better just... Okay, we're good. Nice. We got the save.
That was completely unscripted, but
I didn't see what the time was there.
I tried my best to improvise that.
50? I was like mid-50, right?
Yeah. So literally about the time I'd finish. But yeah, this is our last Dome of the Run kitchen. But yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, I like I always like seeing things when we're playing in Japanese.
Yeah.
I speak a little bit of it, and some things just always make me smile. Just like their choice of what's going to be something we use the Japanese word for versus what's something we're just going to translate over from English. And there you've got your time it says there. Then what's the translation for best time? Well, none other than besto time. It's just it gets me
That is
every time.
And the
amazing.
translation for you got a star is just star get.
Yeah.
If any GDQ chat members want to type star get, I encourage you to do it.
Anyway, here we have a pretty cool skip. This is skip with a bone here. You can just jump on that, and you can just skip the entire inside of the mansion. Surprisingly, people is like, oh my goodness, the skip saves so much time. I really need to go for it. It saves 10 seconds. It's not the biggest thing in the world.
So there's a skip you can actually do in 120 categories called chip skip, where you go over here, but we're not on the right cycle, and we need to be on the right cycle, otherwise we'll just essentially die.
Yeah.
So this skip might be doable if anyone can find a consistent method. I would actually really appreciate it, but for now,
I presume that would be an IL. That would be like an IL strat for that. But at the moment, I don't think
oh, so we're coming up to another hungry Luma, so
Luma Lees
so
are
we're just
great
gonna
though.
I think if anyone had seen the Mario movie, Luma Lee was in the movie.
I have
Luma.
not seen it.
It's definitely a role.
No spoilers.
I kind of guessed from the trailer, but I am not really a movie watcher, so I haven't seen it. I definitely have to pick up on. What's the thing that they do for DVDs now? Is it like Blu-ray, or have they changed to just Blu-ray?
But you can just literally go on net. I think the movie is on Amazon Prime. If you want to check it
I
out.
have to.
So,
Either that, or if I'm off to HMV next month or something. I don't know.
But yeah, we're coming up to Bowser Jr. 2. I'm gonna have to do a very precise cannon shot. Take a time with this. Yeah, that should work perfectly fine. So we're getting to this planet. If you kill all these Goombas, I don't think anyone might have ever expected that killing all these Goombas on here gives you a one up. So,
It just does. Don't question why.
Yeah,
it just does.
Also, I'm gonna try and go for a. Oh my god! Can I get in here? Please, thank you. I'll try. All right.
Also, yeah, we never see
movement.
these planets. I have not seen them since a casual playthrough because there is a.
I actually never went into any of these planets, so.
I actually didn't know they were a thing until my second run, I believe, because I have not I kind of I guess I could actually kind of say this. That was a funny origin story I had of this game where it's I did my first run and live split kind of just actually I didn't use live split. I used W split. I was one of those people. Oh no.
Okay, so I accidentally picked the wrong option. Okay, so there we go. So if you guys were hearing me whisper, I was actually really scared because Starbits is very tight in this level. So I was being very cautious with my Starbit count, such.
So the TLDR is for the backstory. I actually did the first run of this game, and it was 5.5 hours exactly to the millisecond. It was.
Even in retime?
I didn't have retime because I didn't record at the time because
Damn.
I think I was just using a laptop and I was just using a laptop. I didn't really know how to stream, so I was just playing it. But if you exclude the fact that W split is a bit silly sometimes, yeah, I think it was 5.5 hours exactly. Because if I remember,
coming up to a Beach Bowl
if I
3.
remember correctly, it's a second. You'll lose a frame every like couple of minutes or something.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna focus really quickly because there's a very specific way I want to hit throw these shells. So
Oh yeah, there's a lot of.
first I gotta throw this at the. I gotta first throw it there, and then throw it there. Okay, I got that, which is okay. Please get the
Point. Yay.
Okay, I was really scary because if I didn't get that bubble, I would have died. I usually go for that bubble. It's definitely worth it. Like just a little bit out of your way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Bitch.
It's a bit of a funky one to go for. Like it's like there's all these one-ups are like kind of in your way, but like they're like ones that are like in your way, but it's also kind of like achievable if you just look around a bit. Bit of a silly one, I guess.
All right, so we have 3 more 1-ups to get on this planet. Fun fact: you can actually die here if you actually switch to a direction, like after you do this trick. But yeah.
So what Ghost is gonna do here is not Beach Ball free skip. I was baited again. I was expecting Ghost to do Beach Ball free skip for some reason.
But we don't need to do we don't need to do that, but there is a shortcut you can do. Sorry to interrupt you, Pods, but yeah, you can just do a shortcut that like spin and then wall jump and then you end up at the star. But since we're focused on all 1-ups, you don't need
I'm
that.
curious of something. Would it be possible if I actually had an idea, like I actually found a strat like one time earlier, like within any % Mario, which basically has a thing called Totspots Fling, where it's like you use a Totspots, you flame to the other side. Would it be worth it to just to leave Beach Ball free before going into like Beach Ball free, go into Beach Ball's Comet and do it there?
That would that's actually interesting.
That might be worth the time.
I actually will. You know what, Pods? I'll actually try and test it out. If it actually does save time, I'll let you know. But damn, threat theorizing during my run.
Yeah, you are literally.
That's insanity.
I'm literally coming up with strats on the fly of a category I've never seen before during a GDQ Hotfix run. This is literally If this strat becomes an actual thing, we can just call it the GDQ special or something. I don't know.
Yes. So we're actually going to take the star. It's actually really.
I'm all for it.
It's actually really fast to use the star here, just because of how the star runs. But yeah, if I do this section fast, be getting these. Ooh, I'll just do the backup, I guess. Ideally, you could like just get over here and do this, but sadly we couldn't. Turned on the fast cycle. But yeah, there we go. So we could actually do a trick called mansion flip, where we can flip literally inside the mansion, but it's actually pretty slow to do that, since since we can't we have to use the boom mushroom anyway. So we just decided to do.
Pretty sure you can't actually go back, like if you get it. So it's like, I think you're just kind of buggered either way. It's like you have to not do the skip to within this category.
But yeah, we're actually coming up to Ghostly S. So in this level, actually, there's actually a really cool skip you can do, like in RTA, but it's called keyless. So there's a small auto-scroller we can skip again. But this time it's a lot less annoying than Battle Rock Out of Bounds. But yeah, if I get it. But we actually are not doing the trick. So I'm actually going to be getting the key, but I'm not going to be getting the star. I'm actually going to be falling down, and then the 1-up, if the 1-up is in the right spot, I can just long jump and get it. It'll make a lot more sense when I get there, but a little quiet time, if that's possible. So I get the key, I long jump, and I get the 1-up like that. Very good.
That's a pretty nifty strat. I like.
I was actually finding this out. I actually found that out like an hour before the hotfix run. So yeah, we're hunting for the win again.
Shout out to that. Were you the one who?
So Ghostly P.
Were you the one who like literally like rooted out this whole category, or like most of it?
No, actually, I want to give shouts to Salad Bowl because he was the one who actually found found out all the locations for each of the 1-ups. So huge shouts to Salad Bowl 27 for his work on trying to locate and document all the 1-ups. Huge shouts to Ro Money and Zerams and Billy War and Moosh for their work on the document. And huge shouts to Stakernator, who was the former world record holder before me. So yeah, that's all of them. They were the OGs of the all 1-ups category, and yeah, they did a great job.
Oh, Bubble Breeze! You get to see the entirety of this level. Are we gonna do Bubble Breeze? No.
You don't have to see the entirety. We're still doing the skip, so
same.
as long as I don't hit one of these enemies. Like
These
things.
mines.
If I hit those, my bubble gets disappeared and I die. But yeah, we can actually do a skip. This is probably the easiest skip. It's actually easier than going around, but we can land on here and we can skip like to the end, but we're not gonna skip to the end. We're actually gonna take the bubble and get to this area.
Yeah, wouldn't you believe it?
So,
This skip is another thing that anyone can try at home.
Very easy too.
I
highly recommend you all.
I'm gonna be honest. I've spent when I was learning this game, I spent 5 minutes and I got the skip. Anyone can do this. There's no hidden tech or anything to it. Meanwhile, here's the thing that we go from a skip that anyone can do to a skip that literally nobody goes for. There's a trick here that is barely possible. I call it penguin prophecy. People call it penguin bounce because I don't know.
It's essentially using a trick called the shore launch, where if you actually
if you land on a penguin, you can just get a ton of height. For some reason, you can just skip this entire section. Only one person has ever gotten it in an IL sense, which is Zando Toaster. Shouts to him actually. And yeah, it's also really cool. It's a really cool trick.
Any questions in chat right now? Or is everything pretty silent right now?
Yeah, how's your pace? How's your
What's
pace?
up? Oh, it's good. I think we're still on record pace. I have a lot of time save in the last level, so we'll see.
Nice.
But we're essentially even with PB, and I have 2 minutes of time save in the last level. But last level, before we get to the last level, Drip Drop Galaxy. So this level is normally annoying, but we actually don't.
Oh yeah, we don't actually have to deal with the eels. Eels is really annoying because, again, with the thing I mentioned with the camera, you have to let the camera look at something.
But yeah, this is really easy record pace. If I can talk to Rosalina.
Yeah, that. Oh yeah, that helps. Yeah, we're going to the final. This is the final level of the run.
I'm actually gonna try and focus for this last level, so I'll probably be very quiet and I'll just explain whenever there's.
Yeah, I'll kind of explain it here. That's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, this level has a lot of kind of weird tech to it. There is a bit of a faster cycle, but because of the one-up to that is in the goofiest spot ever, we're not going to go for it. And there is a...
Alright, let me not forget this one.
Yeah, please do not forget it.
Okay. Alright, so this one up is pretty weird. Okay, good. That was intentional, by the way, to avoid that, because I actually went a little too slow.
By the way, the thing that goes with that, there's a death barrier. Well, there's like a invisible wall, but it just didn't get extended out to the left for some unknown reason. Do not ask why. Ask Nintendo. But Nintendo seems
so
to
we
be
just got
the
four.
answer to all of our problems, I swear. Yeah, this section is also kind of tricky. There's a lot of like problems with this movement, so yeah, we're just gonna go around and
So this is the last trick of the run. This is Giselle Cave. So we're actually going to be doing a long jump through this part of the area.
Oh.
Okay. Apparently I'm not getting it, so I'll just do the safe version, but kind of unfortunate because it is a pretty cool strat to show off.
It's a pretty cool strat, but here we are. It's fine. Who needs it?
Almost done. There's one more thing I gotta show off.
Does time end on final one-up grab, or?
Yes, final one-up grab. And, okay, so really quickly, I'm gonna be quiet, but there's a cutscene skip you can do. So this final Bowser fight is actually the trigger doesn't extend all the way forward, so you can actually skip it by doing, yes. You can just skip it by doing a small wall jump. It'll be really cool if I get it, but not then, okay? Old right, so...
Nice.
Okay. All right, time's coming up, fans. If you can stop the timer soon.
Yep, get ready on time.
Time.
And time.
GG.
So,
What was the final time on your end, fan?
PB/world record.
So I got some news for you. My previous record was a 157.38. So you guys just saw a record right now. Let's go. Dude. Oh my god.
Anyway,
Congratulations.
G goes just a casual world record right here on.
As you do.
Living up to the.
And
show
I skipped
title. Let's go.
156. So amazing. By the way, I dropped my saw by 8 minutes during that run. So yeah, that was actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. But yeah, really quickly, I just want to say shout outs to the Galaxy community. Really cool community. I actually want to give a special shout out to Umbre SR. He was the one who actually showed me this category and did this run about a year ago, and I loved that stream. We were all helping him out, like trying to find the one-ups for this, so it was really funny. And that experience actually like was the reason why I actually like wanted to do this category. This is like a great category. I'm also gonna give a really quick shout out to my esports team, Team Eternal. They're an esports team dedicated to speedrunning childhood classic games like Mario, Zelda. Our team is mostly filled with what is it called? Filled with speedrunners from Galaxy and New Super Mario Bros. Wii. But I'm gonna give a quick shout out to everyone on the team. Me, Tubes X, Sonic64, Flasher SR. Shout outs to him. He was the main leader of the team. Big Cheese, I mentioned him earlier in the run. NM speedruns, he's really cool. Who else? Go ZSR. He has the same name as me, he just has a Z instead of a T. Trying to remember, so go ZSR.
Oh, real quick. Sorry about interrupting, but you mind showing the soft lock?
Yeah, no worries, Pods.
You mind showing the soft lock?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me actually shout out the people really quickly, Pods,
right,
and I'll show it off, but yes. But yeah, so Big Cheese, Miggy D, the Mine 2001, and finally, so Miggy D, the Mine 2001, Tubes X, Sonic 64, Slasher, NM, I think, yeah, Miggy D, I shouted out.
I think
NM, Big Cheese, and Z Ghost. And that's it. That's all the speedrunners. But yeah, I'm actually... The reason why I shout out this team is because I'm actually in the process of making commentated tutorial videos for this category. So, if you want interest in this category, I'm down to I'm making videos as we speak. So definitely give the category a try. I also want to give a quick shout out to... I think I already shouted out the people who originally inspired me to do this category and whatnot. But yeah, huge shout outs to Pods again. Give Pods a follow. He's very active in the Galaxy community. You might see him again if you decide to pick up this game. But yeah.
Oh yeah, you will see me.
With, this.
You will see me within the Galaxy community. I'm currently working on Neon White at the moment because it's a game I kind of felt interested and addicted to. But this game is also really cool, so I might go back to it at some point. I don't know.
Also, is it okay if I call out someone in a chat? If that's okay?
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, there's a comment about... So, back there, my brother. So, he's on the bed. He's just chillaxing. He was watching my run. He was really interested by it. So, shout out to my brother. He's really happy. I got record, so... I'm best in the world.
Let's go.
Yeah, so, last thing... Okay, so, really quickly, I'll end it off with, this. So, since we're here, you can actually, skip this cutscene. So, the way you skip this cutscene is like that. So, you can actually get up here, but this is useless in an any % run, so... Because you can't, really, get up here anyway and trigger the cutscene, so... You still have to trigger the cutscene and get back. So now that we cleared that up, you can actually trigger the cutscene. But if you go back, the game doesn't expect you to go back like this. So once Bowser Jr. shoots the fireballs, the game just soft locks. Point blank. And yeah. So last thing I want to say before I quit this run is I'm gonna look back at this run. I'm gonna make sure that I got all the 1-ups because I have a blank memory right now. I mean, I just got records, so my mind is all over the place. And I'm worried about whether or not this will be verifiable. So hopefully it is verifiable, but if it isn't, then that's okay. But I really highly doubt it will not be verifiable. The only thing I think I might have missed was the beginning, Dusty Dune, missing that 1-up. But hopefully going back and getting that 1-up makes up for it. So yeah,
so I think as long as you got all the 1-ups at least once,
I got all the 1-ups. So all 166.
I think you'll probably be good.
Maybe 167 if you count that extra 1-up we got at the beginning.
And also probably this. I don't know if Starbucks 1-ups count, but. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for having me, guys. I will cut it off there. And yeah, amazing. You guys saw the best gameplay I have. So, world record. Yeah, amazing.
Again,
thanks for watching.
Yeah, big shout out to Ghosty for coming on, getting world record live on Hotfix here. And also big shout outs to Pods for sacrificing their sleep schedule to come and provide some wonderful, insightful commentary for the game.
It is 2:15. I'm
100%.
struggling.
Yeah, but we're going to end it here so you can go to sleep. Ghosty, you can earn yourself some well-earned rest for achieving a world record. But everybody, don't go anywhere because Game Masters is still going to continue after we get back from a short break. So don't go anywhere. And welcome back to Game Masters, everybody. You thought we just had one run. We got two, in fact. And I am joined here by Saint Million, who's going to be bringing us Star Wars Jedi Survivor in the 80% category. Now, as we're going to talk about it in just a moment, but if you're not aware, everybody, your subs, your Prime Gaming subs, your gift subs, and bits cheered here on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games Done Quick Hotfix, so please consider subscribing if you enjoy the daily speedrunning content. Now, Saint Million, it's a bit of a Star Wars fan. I say I've checked out. You know, you got a lot of lore
Wars?
videos, and yeah, it's like you seem to know quite a bit about Star Wars. I'm curious just what brings you to the franchise in general.
I allegedly know some things, but yeah, my dad showed it to me when I was a wee lad, so naturally I just latched onto it because it's the original trilogy is what really got me in, and yeah, it's just kind of been a staple of like media my whole life. So yeah, Star Wars is awesome, and here we are with a pretty good new Star Wars game. I'm happy to report.
Yeah. So like, I know there's like a lot of issues around launch, like if you're playing on PC, performance, and all this other stuff. But the game itself, like just taking out all of that, looking at the game itself, it seemed like a pretty strong entry in the franchise. And what's it like speedrunning a game that literally just came out? Like, I feel like every time you finish a run, you'll go look around. It's like, oh, we got new strats, we got new information. No two runs are the same.
That's like,
how do you keep up with it?
That's exactly what's been happening, especially with Survivor, and that's major props to the Fallen Order speedrunning community, which was the game that came up before this one. They hopped on this, and they already had tech that translated from the last game. Everyone started routing it, and it seems like every week there's just a new optimization, new route change, expanding on some old thing we found, and it's like, we're always learning. We're always changing what's going on. And even now, there's some game-breaking, route-breaking things going on that I'll try to showcase if I can.
Now, I figure with the Star Wars expert in the call here, I'd selfishly take advantage of, because I have like a couple like things I kind of wanted answers on. Where you'd be like, okay, we do like a little quick like lightning round and get a couple questions, get some answers in.
Okay. I'll try.
Okay.
I'll try.
All right, because hopefully you can help shed some light on this.
Okay.
So when it comes to watching the movies, do you prefer to do it in the release order, the chronological order, or the machete order? Which is best?
Oh, okay. So I have watched in the machete order. For those who don't know, that order is someone made a specific order that's like Phantom Menace, which is episode 1, and then you watch the original trilogy, and then you finish the prequels or something like that. But I've always been a release order stan. I always,
very good.
I go in the order that the fans watched it in, and that's my favorite.
What does blue milk taste like?
Blue. Dabba die. I guess.
Awesome. Is Grogu the son of Yoda?
I need an 8-ball. Maybe? A clone?
Okay, perfect.
Wait, no,
perfect.
It was afterwards, yeah.
I've never been sure, so everything's just
unaltered clone child.
And should Anakin have been granted the rank of master?
That's a political debate I don't want to get in between the Jedi Council and Coruscant Senate, so I'd like to not touch that question personally.
Okay, high ground or low ground?
I'm a low ground main. I think
Really?
there's some potential there. A lot of people think it's a bit low tier, but I think it's a sleeper.
Do you think it's like more of like a skill issue, like some of the stuff we saw in the franchise?
Insert skill issue sound effect here.
All right, and last one I have for you is like, let's say you're commanding a single Star Destroyer in the middle of wild space, and you're outnumbered by an armada of Hammerhead-class cruisers that are controlled by Separatist droids on Bendu with help over 1.9 parsecs away. What do you do in that situation?
On Bendu Day, you say?
Yeah.
Well, first off, that's a bit of a trick question because Hammerhead cruisers are Old Republic ships, and I don't think Separatist droids would be using Old Republic ships. But I think a Marg Sable formation would be pretty optimal. Approach the enemy, face your hull against them, and then your hangar bay away, so you can deploy your fighters in a flanking formation. And most inexperienced commanders will not know what to do in that situation. In this case, it's bumbling droids, so they'll try to retreat, and then I would destroy them.
Wow, I didn't even consider those as options, so thank you. I'm definitely going to take that advice.
What happens when you read the books? Yeah.
And with that, I think we can go ahead and get into the midst of the run. Jedi Survivor, any percent, say million whenever you are ready.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start a new journey on story mode because it's just the fastest. And there's also limited space for your files, so shout outs to limited file space and accidentally deleting my casual run early on when I was running this game. I was like, where'd my completion file go? Oh, I deleted it. Good. But yeah, I'm ready on time, I assume. So 3, 2, 1, go. So we're gonna mash to skip this cutscene, and we're actually gonna go and switch. Oops. Turn off the tutorials every run. It doesn't reset for whatever reason, but that's gonna help us along the way. So we got a nice walking sequence to start the game. It's about 4 minutes long. But there is speed tech here. There is time saves. Don't sleep on it. So here's your team. Everyone's disguised as Coruscant security officers, and we're bringing in Cal, the captured Jedi. But it's all part of the plan. We're planning a little attack here on some Imperials. But we're going to get a boost off our friends here. You can go a little bit faster if you stay in front of Bravo here, or Gabs. She's on the right over there. Bode is in the middle. You actually can't boost off of Bode. His collision is a bit different. Probably because he's a bit more of a main character. And so there is another category for this run that's New Game Plus. And when you're running New Game Plus, you can actually use your mind trick early and confuse these troopers to be on your side for a moment. And when they are off of that ability, they'll actually try to attack you, and they'll smack you around during this walking sequence. That speeds you up a little bit and can lead to some kind of buggy states. So that's pretty fun if you ever want to check out New Game Plus runs, which are faster than regular any percent, I believe.
You know, I'm so sick and I'm so surprised, not sick of, that, you know, you have one of these, you know, lore walks, as I call them, where it's like, you know, you're getting some lore, you're walking at a specific speed, but I thought, like, almost always whenever I saw this, that it'd be like, it's going to take this amount of time before everybody bees quiet. So it's interesting that there's actually all this different textures to speed it up, even if only slightly.
Yeah, every little place you can find time saves, you know. And you'll also notice the little dot in the middle of the screen. That's not there by default. That's an accessibility setting, the stabilizing UI dot. And it's just here for a setup for a trick later on. Makes things a bit easier.
Great having that point of reference. I know, like, a couple games use it. It's essential, especially like anything with like mouse control. Just having that precise form of lineup that you can do.
Or shout outs to GoldenEye on their CRTs. They would just take a Sharpie on the middle of their screen. I don't want to do that to my monitor, so it's nice that this settings here.
That tech, I think, if your full screen will still work. So
yeah.
But you know, it's a lot harder to clean like an LCD panel than it is like a glass CRT front. So.
Okay, so while we kind of wait for this sequence here, we're leading up to some tutorial combat, but I'm going to explain the lag buffering trick in this game, which is kind of the staple of everything in this run. And so on PC, if you press F11, the game goes into windowed mode. Press it again, goes back into full screen. If you do it twice, the game lags a little bit.
Yeah.
And this is just lag buffering. You can do this on console by pressing pause and switching to options and unpausing. It'll do the same effect. And we're going to be using that quite a bit in the run. So if you see the window minimizing or windowing in full screen, that's what's going on.
I know it's such a simple thing to do that, but like my mind is blown. I never would have thought to do something like that.
Yeah. So. It's going to lead to some pretty significant stuff here. All right, so here's the tutorial combat. We're just going to try to do it as quick as we can. Normally they jump down at us one by one, but we're just going to try to speed it up just a bit. And these three. Uh-oh, please don't. Okay. If you push this guy a little too soon, he can stay on the boat and kind of soft lock you for a really long time. So luckily that didn't happen. Now we have some very AAA climbing mechanics here. And we're going to try to do it a bit fast, but this is a deceptively dangerous place to go fast in, because sometimes Cal, he'll just face a perpendicular direction for no reason. And it's
How
always,
am I supposed to know where to go? I don't see the yellow paint.
Where do I go? Why is it built like this? The Star Wars universe is full of video game levels. We can kind of let go of that and jump over this. And we can kind of jump along here faster. Normally it doesn't let you jump along, but you can skip a little trigger. All right, so remember the lag buffering I talked about?
I
You
do.
can just go through doors. You can just do it and go through a lot of doors,
What?
walls. Many things are a suggestion. But
I was expecting it to take like a couple things, and it's like, no, you're just gone. Like it's just.
it's the Force, okay? So I stopped here for a reason because I wanted to explain this a bit. This is a very recent find in the community. So if you do a certain animation and do a short hop onto a grate or a vine, Cal kind of wigs out, like really bad. So we're going to apply that lag buffer here and try to get a little bit of a boost. I want to go over there. So I'm going to try to use a force jump of some sort. And this may very well take 10 tries. It could take more because it is a very volatile glitch, but it saves so much time when it works.
I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah,
when did this game come out?
Like 2 months ago. I don't know. Oh, wow. This was perfect. Okay, so we skipped pretty much half of Coruscant, I think. So we're going to tech. Going to load for a little bit. That's normal. So we skipped a few things. We skipped the double-bladed lightsaber stance. We skipped meeting our crew. We skipped... Oh, gosh. What else did we skip? A lot of abilities. But now we're in an area called Undercity Meets. And we actually skipped a pretty significant part of the story where our crew dies, but luckily we never see that. So in my mind, they're still alive.
Oh yeah, gotta confirm it.
Yeah, but of the many things that we skipped, we also skipped the grapple hook, which we need to finish the level. So we're gonna actually backtrack a little bit, and we're gonna do a little thing called a beam jump here, and try to not die to the best of our ability.
Oh, buddy. Close one.
But normally you get up this with a grapple hook, and I need to take a little bit of damage, so I'm going to take a shot and a self-destruct and get out of here. And I did that because we're going to death warp back in just a bit. And this green force field, this is not meant to be traversed until much later in the game, casually. But again, with the lag buffers, you can just get into these shortcuts very quickly. These are for backtracking, these little shortcut areas and elevators. So once we get up through, this way, we're going to run to a cutscene from behind, and we meet our crew. Here they are. And this is the point where the game realizes we're not where we're supposed to be. And it's going to give us this unexpected error screen. You seem to have bypassed certain story elements.
I remember seeing this, yeah.
So we're going to continue to play in a broken state. Not recommended. Things will likely be broken. Otherwise, they'll just load us back at that meat area. But that's all fine. At least they have the prompt there to let you keep playing. So we're gonna backtrack.
I don't think I've ever seen that in the game in a game before. It's like, we know you sequence broke here.
Like,
we don't
look,
know how.
We know you're gonna figure it
Warning.
out. So we just put this message in here just for good measure. All right, so we're going backwards. We're just gonna go get the grapple hook from a mini boss here. It was the droid who slammed us into the wall earlier, which was real rude. Oh, but we can go through that door, or we can just go through this wall. Boss triggers in this crack, so we're gonna walk in, walk out, and here's boss. There you are. Did I change it back to story? Actually, don't remember. Oh boy. Bode, I need your help. All right, I was explaining things. I may have forgot to switch it back to story mode, so now I need to Jedi Grandmaster for a second, but I'll just quickly die, I guess. So things are going great. That wasn't supposed to happen, but that's okay.
No, you're not supposed to say that part.
Oh, this is the
See,
manip.
if you don't say anything,
It's all part
then
of the
nobody
manip.
knows better. Yeah.
Okay, we get to see this awesome jump again. It's all good. But yeah, this run actually starts very fast-paced. I'm not going to bother with these guys again. Very fast-paced, so sorry if I was kind of shooting off things left and right. Now we can take a
Like,
breather.
for a run, like, I know you're not supposed to beat this game this fast. The game even warns you, so that's
Yes.
like, we
Yeah.
don't like this.
It's
so
anti-speed
the fact that
run.
only 2 months in, this much has been found, this much has been discovered is
Yeah,
always amazing.
it's certainly a group effort in the Jedi Survivor speedrunning Discord. Everyone's always posting iterations on strats, new finds, like even if they're maybe not that useful in the route, it's like, well, I did find this, so posting it here for posterity. that's definitely very prevalent, and there's new people seemingly all the time as they realize, oh, this is like a pretty... If you're not doing some of the really hard tricks, I'm gonna go this way this time. This is kind of the normal way you go. It's like 1 second slower than the other way I showed you, but hey, here it is. Oh, he's already down there, right. This is not something I see often, like my XP on this mini boss laying on the ground. Hey, that's how it's supposed to go.
GG.
All right, so we got the grapple hook. And we're just gonna do a death warp. Oops. Hello? Switch back to Jedi Grandmaster. And like before, I would have had less HP because I took the damage from the probe droids, but just want to make sure we had a nice smooth sail into this spot. So we're gonna die a few extra times, but that's okay. So yeah, you might have saw the guy that was just with me for like half a second, and then he disappeared again. Like the game said, the game may be in a broken state. So that was Bode. He's a main character, and he's somewhere now. He showed up for a second, and then he just went away. All right, so here we are again, back here. Now we don't have to do the jump. We got the grapple hook, and we are on our way to finishing Coruscant.
Just wow.
Another thing I forgot. Oh yeah, another little clip through here. This is kind of the main movement tech here, which is dashing and then blocking. If you kind of double tap evade, you get a long dash, and then if you press block at just the right moment, it'll kind of cancel that animation. So you kind of, it's a bit faster than just straight up sprinting. The only times it's not worth doing, maybe, are places like right here, where it's possible for you to get shot from a lot of angles. Sprinting automatically deflects things, so sometimes it's better to just sprint instead of that dashing. So that's another room skipped. And now this is the point where you fight the Ninth Sister boss fight. We're just going to clip through here. Here's the elevator, which is usually the run back elevator for the boss. But we are going to try to clip. Oh yeah, another thing I didn't mention about the clipping is you have to go into photo mode at least one time for it to work.
No way. What?
For some reason.
Why?
I don't know. No one knows. Okay, there we go. So now we're just going to do some out of bounds terrain running. So that's where the Ninth Sister boss fight usually is, down there. Get through an invisible wall here. Go through some stuff here. And this dumps us out right at the end of the last phase of the Ninth Sister. But I'm still going to go in here because the XP for the boss fight is just right here. You just walk over and get it. So,
wait, what?
Yeah, it's just sitting there. I don't know. I didn't make it. I found that one day, and I was like, the XP's just here. And at the time, we didn't need it because you got so much XP from all of Coruscant. But that Giga Jump earlier makes you need a lot more XP because you skip most enemies on this first planet. So it actually came in clutch in that regard.
You know, originally I was planning on, you know, like offering some, extra insight, some casual banter back and forth, and I'm just sitting here with my mouth open, like, what the hell is going on?
Coruscant is honestly the most intense part of the run, and it's nice that it's at the beginning because it's kind of the most. Oops. Oh, I'm out of force power. I need force. Why do I have no force? What's going on here? You guys giving me the business. Oh, I'm on Jedi Grandmaster still. Hey, BD, I need a heal. All right, do a little cheeky little lamp jump. Let's get out of here. Normally, you would jump up to that area up there, but that lamp kind of lets you skip that. We're gonna clip through this, and there's a cutscene with Bode and Bravo right over there, but we don't want to do that. We're gonna go in here and try to squeeze through this wall. There we go. So that skips.
So I gotta ask, are these like door skips as easy as it looks?
They take a little bit of timing, but once you realize the point where it's all about visual cues on where you're running. It's honestly not that hard. Anyone can do it, really.
Ooh. I like it.
Oh gosh, wait, am I still in Grandmaster mode? No way.
I didn't see you change it back.
Oh boy.
So.
What have I got myself into? This never happens, I swear. All right, we're just gonna take it a little easy. I'm not used to doing this on Grandmaster. On Game Masters, what's my problem?
Hey, there you go. It's the name drop.
Oh, I did it for the show.
You can always
This
say
is-
hashtag content anytime something.
Hashtag content. Yeah, I don't practice this on Grandmaster, so this is a bit new for me.
I think these are the most accurate stormtroopers I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're a little too accurate for the lore. I don't like it. Oh, this dude acts differently than on story mode. Ugh, this is terrible. This is what happens when you forget to switch things back to modes.
All right, after you're done with this fight, if you don't do it, I'm gonna keep pestering you until you do.
Okay. Now we can talk Star Wars, or whatever you want to talk about.
First, get the correct difficulty. There we go.
Yes,
Remind you.
yes. Oh my gosh, I swear this never happens.
Do you like? Legit Star Wars question. Do you think? I think everybody has their own theories. These movies have been around for so long. Everybody's analyzed every single frame, every single line of dialogue. Do you think the stormtroopers in the original Star Wars are intentionally missing their shots to mislead Luke and get them all caught?
That's a pretty good question. Like, they're just conditioning them for, like, the ultimate setup. That is, I think that is part of, like, in A New Hope, they're like, they let us get away or whatever so they could follow us to the Rebel base. So ever since the first movie, that is kind of like implied. It's like, oh, maybe they're purposely, missing, because they say stormtroopers are accurate. Like,
Yeah,
these
Obi-Wan
blaster
in the
marks,
first movie. These
too accurate
these blast
for
marks too
Tusken
accurate
Raiders.
for sand people. Yeah.
Yeah, or he's implying that Tusken Raiders are even worse than
Yeah.
stormtroopers, I guess.
You could go that direction. I didn't consider that.
Yeah. Hey, look at this skip again. This is actually a really huge time save, just in general. And this was found very early on in the route. Like, this has always been a part of the Survivor run.
All right, so we're not on Jedi Grandmaster, yeah?
No, we're not.
All right, let's go.
And I know I would say this now, but I feel like if I was not on GDQ, I probably would have handled that better. But I kind of freaked out. I was like, oh God,
It's
what do I do?
all
What do I do? What do I do?
good. Everything's fine. I feel like I could watch this game for quite a long time.
But now we can unwind, This isn't like a
yeah,
PB or
it'll be
world
easy.
record.
Yeah, nothing left in the run that's actually hard. It's all free.
Nothing left to lose, Also,
Exactly.
I see Indy in the chat, good friend of mine and legendary Star Wars speedrunner, who has been on many GDQs. Shout outs to Indy Striker.
Let's head out.
Let's head out. Oh yeah, another thing that I forgot to expand on with this eclipse through these doors here is it skips the cutscene with Bode and Bravo up ahead, but it skips spawning a lot of troopers here, which is part of the reason why we need that Ninth Sister XP. This entire area is flooding with troopers normally, so the first trigger for troopers you now hit is way up here. All right, now we'll do it relatively normal, I think. All right, pretty much just push these stormtroopers right off, unless they hit you. This guy, so normally, oh my gosh, even on story mode, I'm blowing it. Okay.
Okay, we did have a question, chat. How is he doing these clips? And the way I understand it, you go into windowed mode.
Yep.
And then back to full screen mode. That causes a little bit of a lag spike.
Yes,
And
exactly.
during that lag spike, you still move a little bit, and it gets you to the other side of the walls.
Very good explanation. You're paying attention.
I don't just ignore my guess.
Wow, you're
I'm not
listening.
sitting here, put on this. I was like, okay, let's read something
I
else.
wasn't
Like, all right, I'm
implying
gonna
that.
go
I wasn't
get some
implying that.
popcorn and watch, not do anything. Yeah.
If you wanted to, I wouldn't blame you at all.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Now we're on the Mantis. We gotta clean up the
Should
Mantis.
tidy up before we visit.
You can also get a clip through these little
Know how he is about
frames of these doors. Saves like maybe half a second. Don't know.
for an upgrade.
And we can work on our saber.
Let's get this
Normally you
back
just
on the
skip through
workbench.
this, but I think that I want, now that this run is in the toilet, let's equip a party lightsaber color.
We're almost there.
Now the party saber, it changes colors every time you swing your sword or block something. So we'll get to see all the colors. And now we're ready to land. So we're gonna go visit our old friend Grease, who set up a little bar on Kobo. And our Mantis is gonna crash in the process. So we gotta fix our ship somehow.
It's so calm.
Are you gonna fix it the right way?
Come on, buddy.
Or are there gonna be some shenanigans?
Ooh, yeah.
I gotta prepare myself for this.
I don't know if I could prepare you for the shenanigans of the crashed Mantis that are going to be happening. But yeah, there's an unorthodox thing we're going to be doing with that. All right. I didn't really explain it, but we did a little bit of a skip of Cal walking up to a cliff and being like, the planet. It just happens if you exit
Mantis won't repair itself.
that
Grease has the parts we need.
little crack in a certain way. All right, so now we're going to learn 2 skills. We're going to learn lunging strike and improved lunging strike, or improved footwork for lunging strike. And that's going to come in handy for a skip later on. Oh, so this is what the party saber does. You swing it, it changes. Boom. And it's totally random. You get it once you beat the game one time. As you'll see.
So you can just swing into like, okay, this will be my favorite color for this guy specifically.
Yeah, or if you just want to change your mood, like, oh, this run's bad. Here's my red saber now.
So angsty.
Yeah. This game is cool because it makes the lightsaber really stand out. Got the white lightsaber. It's pretty poggers.
Yeah, I love the direction games are going now, like just like with the advances in hardware, with like all the, like the real-time lighting and light sources. Like the lightsaber just looks awesome in that game.
Yeah. I do have... Oh. Okay, cool. Saved it. I do have a ray tracing on. I don't know if anyone can tell or if it looks better, but ray tracing and epic settings all around. So here's why we got improved footwork lunge. Get a little boost off that thing. And that skips a bit of level. I don't know, whatever you call it.
That's a word for it.
Oh yeah, here's a little bit of a random jank strat that
Doesn't sound good.
I can do. So we're gonna do another launch, but these droids kind of annoy me when I'm doing it, so. Okay, well I missed them, but whatever. Whoops. Sometimes you can just knock them off balance and hopefully they won't mess with you, but they will probably mess with me. Yep, here they come. All right, so we're gonna try to quickly line this up. So there's a slow-mo setting and accessibility for this game. That was not the launch you're looking for. No launch percent. Now! I want to launch. All right, so we're gonna have to take care of these fools. That's okay. This is the part where you fall down.
It's like I would think when they saw you just like launch through some geometry, they'd be scared and
They'd
run
just be
off.
like,
But no,
"All right,
they're
well,
stubborn.
Whatever he's doing.
I don't know how they expected this to go.
All right, so I'm trying to do a little bit of a setup here to skip some more things, but Giga launches, as we've come to call them, both revered and reviled by the community because of their frame perfectness, the angles you need, the setups, the timing, different amounts of lag that you have when on your system specifically. There's a lot of things going into what makes these launches work the way they do, but you can get some pretty consistent setups that many people can work with. And there's actually a different one that other runners have been using. Ooh, here's a good one. Okay, this is perfect. So I want to get down into this ravine, and there's actually a second launch here, which is what I am looking for. And there we go. And this looks pretty good. So here is Kobo. We skipped a bunch of that. Oh, okay. I landed on a little too high of a point. So what I'm trying to do is land at a point that is lower than where I'm starting from here. This might be good.
Does that go into the effect of like the fall damage calculation?
Yes. So it's like, okay, you landed somewhere, you know, higher or on level with where you were, you're still alive. So this is kind of the Hyrule field, I guess, of Jedi Survivor.
I was about to say, it's like your little hub
Yeah,
world.
it's the little
connecting
hub
everything
fields, yeah. And now's a good time where we're just gonna be dashing along Kopo. Normally we're supposed to go to Grease's Saloon, which is over there on the left, but we can buffer clip through a lot of doors. So we're just gonna go ahead and skip past there, and we're gonna find the story on our own.
I love it. You know, the immersive gameplay, or emergent gameplay, I think is the correct word for it. Doing all that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you are enjoying the run, everybody, be sure to check out Saint Million on YouTube. He does a lot of like lore breakdown videos, in addition to occasionally you've done like YouTube streams and all that as well. So, in addition to the Twitch stuff. So, if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, be sure to go check it out.
Yeah, and if you're interested at all in running this game or just seeing the behind the scenes going on of, what we're talking about, glitch or strat wise, the Jedi Survivor Speedrunning Discord is very welcoming and helpful for new runners. I'm gonna try a boost here that is not consistent at all, but
I believe.
I'm going for it because
Hell yeah.
we're here.
It's on Game Masters. We expect content.
Where you die on Jedi Grandmaster mode multiple times because you forgot to switch it. All right, we didn't get that, but that's okay. It's a terrible launch anyways.
Thank you for trying. I appreciate it.
Might as well just throw it in there.
Yeah.
There are, I'll do a little jump over here. There are some Giga launches you can do from vines down there. Nothing super useful has been found from those just yet, but that can always change. There are people finding new Giga launches all over the place. Oh yeah, we just clipped through that door that requires some old lore device that we haven't found, but it doesn't matter. All right, go ahead and activate that and push this and die at the same time so we can get this shortcut earlier. And we're just kind of making our way very casually through Kobo. We're heading to somewhere called the Forest Array, and it's a very important place.
Centauri Cree said I held the key to Tanalor.
There's somebody named Centauri Cree. There's a place called Tanalor. Cal just knows this now.
Of course.
Of course. The Empire's
Goes
here.
into your brain via the Force or something.
Yeah, the Force told him everything.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Whoops. Just a little time save here. Just a little jump. Everything's little. Little jump here, little jump there.
I really like in speedruns like this to put myself in the enemy's shoes. Like, you're just going in there, you're making below minimum wage, if anything at all. Guarding this thing, you just see this guy come over, and he's going through walls, and he's launching up high, and it's just like, what goes through your mind?
What is that?
What the heck happened? It was like,
What the Force?
what was in that blue milk?
What the Force is going on here?
Catch what they were shooting at?
Okay, we got shot, now we have a yellow lightsaber. Oh, now we have this lightsaber.
Maybe the Raiders?
See, this is why the party lightsaber is the best, because it's just like, okay, a little change up here and there. Because you don't get a lot of cosmetics during the run, Casually, the game has a ton of hairstyles, jackets, shirts, pants. There's a lot of ways you can customize Cal. Your lightsaber hilt, BD1.
It's hard to breathe.
You can have a mullet. Best part of the game.
Heck yeah.
All right, so we're just trying to avoid this purple goo. Deadly. And now we are coming up to the Forest Array proper, which is generally a pretty big area, story-wise.
The work of Centauri Cree.
The whole goal here for the first part is to open that area, which will blow this open, but we're just gonna try to clip through it immediately. That's called Wampa Skip, as you fight a Wampa over there. Right when this game came out and people started routing it, people found tons of different ways to skip the Wampa, to where everyone started naming it like Wampa Skip B7. Like, it's like, oh, a new Wampa skip is out. But it turns out that one that we did is pretty much the fastest. It's all about the poncho. That's correct,
All the
actually.
critters around the array are pretty
The moment you get the poncho, too, it's a pretty special moment. It's a throwback to the last game. You're like, nice, this is cool. And the poncho has tons of different colors. Really awesome.
Chat brings up a good question here. When are we doing mullet percents?
See, I used to throw the mullet on bad runs, and then the part where you get the mullet, it was right along the route. But now we just launch past it, unfortunately, which made me think of another thing. We're probably going to split the categories at some point for no launches, because there's more getting found. They're really terrible to go for because sometimes it takes, multiple tries. And honestly, the route without launches was pretty cool. So probably going to have some people running that at some point. All right, so we're taming a Relter. And every time you do this cutscene, you get a flashback of situations.
Situations.
Seer saying situation. The classic. All right, so now we can ride this flying creature. And normally we would ride this creature to go fight a boss named Dagon. But we're not going to do that.
There's no way that thing can carry a person. No.
You're right. So we're not even going to try. I don't want to hurt it.
Yeah. Thank you for saving the animal.
Yeah. So we're going to try to jump on this little balloon here. Could take a couple tries, and these stormtroopers are probably going to mess with me. But normally we have to go fight. Okay, there we go. Second try. That's not bad. We would go fight a boss named Dagon. And what he does, he's a Dark Jedi from the High Republic era or something like that. And killing him is what makes the game trigger the mantis to be fixed and go land at the landing pad. So we used to need to do that, but we found a way to skip Dagon and skip getting our ship fixed. Now, that's not to say we're staying on this planet forever, though. And we'll get to that in a bit.
I think we just found our ticket out of here.
All right, so to tame this creature, we had to tame the Relter. So now we're taming this chocobo-looking thing called the Neko. The Neko's great. We love the Neko. It's a little mount for Cal. But remember those pause buffers we've been talking about this whole time? It turns out, if you jump and pause buffer, you get a little boost from our new friend.
Yeah. I bet we can clear that gate with a little boost from our new friend.
This reminds me of one of those Jedi Outcast games where you could do something similar with like quick saves and quick loads.
Oh yes, stab launching and such. Yep. It's pretty much, there's always a stab launch or something in Star Wars. I don't know what it is. So yeah, the super jump is very useful, even though I kind of beefed it there. But even getting up places like this, it's like you don't have to get off your Neko, jump up there and get a new one. You can just jump up. All right, so you're going to see the mantis fly by. Now, this only happens because we tamed these creatures, but you're supposed to kill Dagon, and that's why the mantis flies by. And I'm actually going to take some time out of the route and walk over here to show you what happens when you don't kill Dagon, and the mantis flies by anyways. So keep your eyes on that ship, and it's gone. So
Wait, I blinked.
Hey, it's back, but it's gone. It's not there. So we're gonna have to deal with that in due time. But the Neko, it lets us do another major sequence break. So we're going to dismount and clip and get into the mountain here. And inside is basically the unlock for the end of the game, or traveling to the end of the game, I should say. We're going to ride these spinning locks that are usually unlock at the end of the game. We're going to buffer and get shoved right in and then clip through the door. Now, we're super not supposed to be here, to the point where there's just this placeholder cutscene that describes what's supposed to happen. As Cal reaches for the console, he begins to have a vision. He sees Santari create the console. She's preparing to activate the platform. She explains that the lasers must be aligned with the observatories, and once the alignment is complete, the array can be activated, and the path to Tanalorr is revealed.
I could not believe this is real.
Okay, so we're activating the path to Tanalorr, and I switched to Grandmaster because we are going to Death Warp again. And to Death Warp, we're just going to clip right out and die while this raises up. Because we will need to push another button once this is fully raised. All right, and let's activate it. All right, now Tanalor is open to us. And there's even a character over here. This is Z. Z's not important. Don't worry about it. All right, let's finally die and Death Warp. Now,
So is the ship fixed now?
No, but I think Cal can get it working with a little help from our new friend, the Neko. There's an Echo right there. So we're going to meditate at this, but we're going to try to cancel. And we have to hold block so Cal does not walk towards the meditation point. We're going to call our Neko and mount it while Cal is trying to get back to the bonfire. Sorry, the meditation point, which is basically a bonfire. And we just wait for a little bit. And the Neko will pop right onto place. And we're going to fast travel with the Neko. We're going to bring it with us. We're going to go right to the crash site.
Oh, no.
Our ship is still there, so we got to go check it out. And we have the path, we have the coordinates to the final planet. So, let's just figure it out, I guess. We will. Oh, yeah, right. If you super jump sometimes on the elevator with the Neko, super Neko jump, I guess you kind of technically fall through it and it voids you out. It's a bit risky to go for, but it kind of speeds up getting up the elevator. We'll just be patient.
We're actually going to wait for something to happen. I cannot believe we've gotten to this point.
Where's the elevator? Star Wars elevator music. All right, let's get across this gap here. All right, so there's our ship. We got to get in there somehow, so I'm going to try to clip into it. We're going to super Neko jump and jump off and try to get in. Okay, well, right off the bat, something horrible happened. And that's, if you time it just wrong, your Neko disappears. And you have to go get a new one. But I'm going to try to do something a little new that I've been cooking up in the lab. There's a very janky Giga Jump here that can sometimes put you on the Mantis. So one way or another, we're going to Giga Jump up there, or we're going to go get a new Neko. One of these two things is going to happen. Now, if you have any burning Star Wars questions, now's a great time to ask them, because this could take a second. Oh, that's the wrong way.
I want to hear. I got a couple, but I want to give you all the opportunity to ask any Star Wars related question for St. Million, and St. Million will have an answer. It may not be a correct answer.
That's right.
It may not be a true answer.
Just like,
it may be an answer you're not satisfied with, but there will be an answer.
Oh, okay, I was on Jedi Grandmaster, so I died. That's good. That puts me at the med pad.
This is so ridiculous.
This is fine, because I'm going to go get a new Neko anyway. But yeah, the crashed Mantis clip is what that trick is, what we call it. And it's terrible.
We got a couple questions coming in.
Okay.
As you're getting the next Neko. Can a lightsaber deflect a Death Star laser?
No one's ever tried, so Disney should probably figure that out. But yes, actually, there is a lore answer for that. The Death Star is made out of kyber crystals, so is a lightsaber. So I think a big enough lightsaber could deflect a Death Star laser. Yeah.
Okay, so we need a moon-sized lightsaber. To
yes, exactly.
Like
you need
all right, gotcha.
Fire with fire.
There you go, Rebellion. Easy, done.
In theory,
what is
it should work.
Your favorite Star Wars themed game?
Probably Jedi Academy, Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. Mostly because of nostalgia, but also it's an amazing speed run. It's so technical and so difficult and fast. It's awesome. Go play Jedi Academy if you haven't.
Yeah, I had Cobra Muffin on the show a while back going over that. It's very, very, very interesting thing. Some similar things going on with, deltas and heights, like starting point to end point as well, which is like incredible that these games have like similar things like that.
Yeah. I lost my Neko again on the first try.
right. Well, we got so many questions.
Let's
for
go.
You. We could just keep on. We could just keep on going. Was Jar Jar the master or the apprentice?
He is the master. Like, there's really no other answer.
The one pulling all the strings. Yeah.
I fully subscribe to the Darth Jar Jar madness because it makes the most sense. Like when you really think about it, you know.
Yeah, when we look at the way the movie's cut, you know, there's only one explanation for teleporting Jar Jar. Yeah.
That's right.
Can you use a circle of lightsabers to cook a burrito? Thank you, Jai. These are wonderful questions.
No.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Yeah, that's it. No, don't even try.
All right. This one is quite the doozy. What, St. Million, is your opinion on the old canon being considered void since Disney took over the Star Wars universe?
It's fine. You know, it's the most sensible thing because the old canon was full of a bunch of nonsense. Like, there was cool stuff. You know, you got Thrawn, you got Darth Bane, you got a lot of cool stuff going on, but there was a lot of, like, you would have to work in between a lot of stuff that they, like, you'd be stuck, right? So I understand why they did it, and I appreciate, oh, hey, here we go. We got on top of the Mantis.
Hey, all right.
Hey. All right, so this is going to be a little bit tricky, but we can try. I got this one time offline. Cal, you jump now.
Come on, Cal.
Cal. There you go.
Cal, please.
Oh, we'll do it again, but better. So this clip in on top of the Mantis is actually much harder to get into the ship proper than if you super Neko jump. So if I can't manage to do this in like a pretty reasonable time, man, he's really just not wanting to get going here. This is just mashing spacebar. It's great. First try, exactly. Okay, so we got up here. Now we need to get into this little doorway. Oh, okay. Now we're just gonna spam window mode. This is riveting, I know. This is exactly what Respawn wanted, I think. See my taskbar a few times. It's fun. Oh, hey, we're in.
All right.
We did it.
First try.
Without the Neko.
Who needs the
And there it
Neko
is.
anyway?
The final planet, Tanalorr. We just have it. Oh, the ship works. Look at that.
Oh.
We just flew out of the mountains. A Grease and Mariner here too. This is great. I didn't even talk to them.
Oh.
So yeah,
Well, I'm sure they're happy to see you or meet you.
yeah, they look real happy. Okay. Oh yeah, there's another fun thing you can do. If you've never touched these before and you're in this state now, it just really wigs out. And you can just kind of see the hyperspace tunnel on the edge there. So, and if you hold shift and then you press the key here when we're ready to go, it skips a bit of dialogue. So that's a minor time save right there. All right, now we're going to Tanalorr. This is the final planet. All we have to do is take a short walk and defeat the final boss. Whatever it may be.
Who's that gonna be? Yeah.
Yeah, do you have any guesses? Fant, chat? Anything?
I'm gonna say you're gonna have to defeat yourself.
Okay. I like that.
I have
like
never
that
played
guess.
this game.
Okay.
This is the most I've seen of it ever. And I will never see it in a different way.
I don't know what I was expecting.
Completely
So
busted.
much has changed since I first heard its name.
The temple's this
All
way.
right, well, spoilers abound. If you don't want the main spoiler of the game, it's pretty much about to be revealed, even in conversation here. So this is your last chance. But we're just dashing through beautiful Tanalorr. So this planet is not normally accessible. It's through a cluster of a bunch of somethings. Like, the Empire doesn't know it exists. The High Republic tried to put a Jedi temple here, but something went wrong. But basically, Darth Revan, Ogdo Bogdo Jr., that would be something.
Well,
A rival party saber. That's pretty good.
Right. But what about
a planet-sized lightsaber would also be acceptable answer.
Our families were taken from us.
Maybe the army of Nekos you voided into.
Oh my
nowhere.
gosh.
Yeah.
If that was just like in the next game, you had to fight a bunch of angry Sith Nekos,
Very well.
that'd be amazing.
We will give
But
Bode the choice to
yeah,
start
the
now.
character Bode from Coruscant that we saw for like a split second, he's a major character, and he betrayed us, and he did a lot of bad
No.
things.
Faces the dark side.
He did a lot of bad things, but you know what? He did it because it was best for his
Hero
family.
won her battle with the
And
dark side.
he has a little daughter, and she's innocent. We're trying to help her too.
Do you
But
hear that?
Bode, he's also he's a freaking Jedi, and he was hiding it the whole. Am I on story mode? Okay, yeah.
Good call.
Just wanted
I
to
forgot
check.
to remind you.
I'm actually gonna, because of how this run is gone, I'm gonna rest here and save my game. But yeah, he's a freaking Jedi, and then he reveals that he's the Jedi, and he's been surviving, and they go, oh, he's the Jedi survivor.
Oh, I get it.
Yes, there he is, the Bode. All right, so I'm gonna get shot in the face really quick, and Marin and I are gonna tag team Bode, and
I will
it is story Bode, but we're still trying to do it quick. So I'm gonna do a lag buffer in a specific point in this tunnel that's gonna skip a phase. So here. Oh, I missed it. That's okay. But if you buffer at just the right point, you can exit that tunnel, and Bode's AI will just be kind of broken, and it will also skip part of this fight cutscene wise. And time is coming up soon.
I can't believe the Jedi is using a red lightsaber.
What the heck? I can't believe it. But yeah, time will just be when Bode is out of health. So time is coming up, and time.
GG.
GG. And we ended with the white lightsaber, which was the most popular lightsaber by casual players, according
Really?
to Respawn. Yes.
That's awesome. Well, there you go.
GG.
Rigged for something.
We know what it's
And
like to walk alone.
the fun's not over, because there's a special moment in this cutscene that I really love.
All right.
I'm here for it.
And when the Empire comes,
I'd say off with his head, but
will you be able to protect
Well,
me?
if you go Anakin mode, then yes.
yeah.
Shoutouts to the stabilizing UI dot.
I'm sorry, God. I tried.
So there's a blaster stance in this game that we never got.
See? You should have done it.
Oh. Not Marin. Come on, Cal. Freeze. So-
Wait, is he just pointing his finger at him?
Yeah, we never got the blaster
Wait.
stance, so there's just no. It's a force blaster, you know? And that's Jedi Survivor.
Oh my
And,
god. That's
the s-
James.
The story prompts on the side here, on the right side, they're gonna keep on going because it's trying to catch us up on a lot of lore. But
You may be wondering how I got here. You know?
yeah, that's exactly what all this is. If you press escape, you can start reading. Like, oh wow, look at all this stuff that's been
Oh
happening.
my god, this game just
like,
delivered start to finish. Thank you
Like,
so much
Lank
for,
Denvik, okay.
for bringing this on.
So
Just-
it's a great speed run, honestly. And
it's wonderful.
there's a lot more to it. If you don't want to do the giga launches or super Neko jump, there's all sorts of strats that you can
My
just kind
God.
of do it at your own pace. But it's a pretty easy run to pick up, not gonna lie.
I'm trying to compose myself so I can close out the show.
It was a lot.
The finger gunning got me. Like I'm done. Everybody say
Yeah,
something. Tell me about your YouTube stream. Where can we find you?
I don't know. I mean, I have a YouTube channel, but I want to give a big shout out to the Jedi Survivor speedrunning community because Like literally everyone in there is always hunting for the next big thing. And the route has changed constantly over the past couple months. So yeah, big shout outs to Z Money Train. Without him, I think we would have been much further back in the route because he finds a lot of crazy stuff. Mr. Benuto, aka Benji, the world record holder. He's just, anytime the route's figured out and the strats are figured out, he just drops a world record. And it's like, okay, well then that's
Jeez.
it's like, so, and there's all sorts of other names. I'm sorry, I can't name everybody, but thank you. And yeah, good game. Thanks for having me.
It is like I may have to like pick this up in a little bit, just like see what the game actually is.
It's a
when you're
good game
not
casually,
skipping
I
through
think.
everything. Yeah, I've heard good things, and just the speedrun's just so much fun. I may have to like go give this a shot after seeing that. Thank you so much for coming in, showing off Jedi Survivor for us.
Absolutely. Thanks
Even
for
though we may have
having
messed
me.
up the difficulty a couple times.
Yes, that's just what happens.
It was so much fun.
It's part
And
of the run.
everybody.
I mean, the place is
Yeah, just part of it.
It's part of the like experience of grinding runs. You're like, oh my god, I forgot to reset this, and then you just okay, reset that run. But yeah, part of it.
All right, everybody, thank you all so much for watching Game Masters, but there is more hotfix to come after a short break. A Smooth Operative will be hosting Time Capsule featuring the year
Stay tuned.
2006. Stay tuned or else. No.
I'm biased.
Have a good
but
one,
stay tuned.
everybody.
Yeah.